Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Elendor Chronicles. I have moved my camera slightly, so I need to adjust where I sit in this screen. But hello and welcome back to the Elendor Chronicles, brought to you by the Component Cast. My name is Midgeman, and I will be your GM for this evening. But before we get on with tonight's episode, I have a few things we need to cover. If you fancy supporting the show and are financially stable enough to do so, why not consider becoming one of our wonderful Twitch subscribers or joining us on Patreon. Patreon gives us the biggest slice of the pie and helps us create more shows like this one. Furthermore, if you want to just help us out for free, one of the things you can do is share this broadcast, share any of our videos. If you're watching the archive version, hello, my hat's off to you. And if you see our shorts anywhere, give them a share. You can also check out our free, completely free to use, royalty-free soundtrack available on Spotify, The Elendor Chronicles Volume 1. It features such wonderful songs as Zorp's Emporium, which will forever be on loop when I do a silly video myself. But yeah, that's completely free to use. You don't even have to tag us unless you really want to, but go check that out. Or just like our tweets, share our social media, and come hang out on our Discord. God, it's been a while since I've done one of these intros. I've forgotten it all already. It's been a little while. So without further ado, I'm going to get on with tonight's episode so we can get right to it. Shall we? Oh dear. So the most rapid recap just began during the intro where Breton, also known as Lake, was recapping for Lambert what's been going on. But don't worry your little cottons, Lord Lambert, for I, Midgeman, your GM, will now give you a recap, and our lovely audience at home a recap, because it has been a little while. In our current arc, the Skyfire Adventuring Company. I was about to say the Skyfire Elendor Company, which is... No, that's not right. The Skyfire Adventuring Company, or what's left of them, have been protecting Ruby and Breton's adopted homeland as a series of plagues began to break out. At least that's what drew you here in the first place, under the orders and request of Breton's old mentor. You found yourselves amidst a massive conspiracy from agitators belonging to one of the members of the Assembly of the Apocalypse, followers of Null, the first banished, the greater deity of undeath and other such evil magics. The investigation took you to another plane of existence, but on its return, you brought what information you'd found to the keep, to the castle, the citadel of Gervalu. The information was enough to orchestrate a lockdown with the nobility inside, as it was theorized that one, or maybe more, of those in the High King's inner circle were in fact acolytes of the end times, and were working to destroy or corrupt the kingdom. Your investigation began very, very well. Breton, Ruby, and Valymr all finding various clues and evidence, with Breton, in fact, unlocking a key piece of evidence really early on, using his own background, knowledge, and intellect to uncover a hidden message written in some Cimmabronze. You also started to reach out to possible allies. The King of Othray, the Queen of Havaray, to name a few. Slowly but surely gathering those who you could trust and weaning out those you couldn't. The investigation was almost complete when suddenly the Queen Consort of the realm, went missing, and you dispatched yourselves to find her, knowing that if you brought her back alive, you might find out who really did this. This took you on an unexpected detour, however, as tracking down the Queen took you far away from the Citadel, far away from even existence, as you were transported into the Hall of Merry Mirrors in the Plane of Transcendence, the go-between between the realms, in which the king that never was and the many gods weaved their subtle connection left to the plane and protected it, faced with possible erasure from existence and questions of their own mortality. Our party split, with Ruby and Breton going to the apse, to the precipice of the great beyond, and Valymr accepting a request, a option to leave with the Queen in tow. Whilst Ruby and Breton weren't removed from existence, they did discover that only one seal remained. A tether, a tiny string holding reality and holding back the end of the world remained. When ejected from the great beyond, you were met with a sorrowful sight. The Chevalier Argent, a mythic figure within the Chevaliant, Breton's own patron demi-deity, weeping, failed in his immortal quest. He bestowed to you a restored seal, the Blade of Equilibrium, and asked you to end his quest before taking up the vow yourself. You put him to rest and returned to Gervalu, the city agitated. There was something off about the world. Even in the time that you left the city, after the streets had literally ran with blood, there was a more hopeful feeling. But you soon learned that what little powers from the great beyond remained on this plane were all but vanished. And with it, hope was failing too. You quickly made your way back to the castle, only to find it too had been shrouded in upset. Things were not as they should be. Guards were not on rotation. And the king, the High King, and your few allies had been left alone. The plot revealed its hand, either hastened by your actions or, recognizing it ran out of time. Many of the servants and guards were slain, and those who remained began to be inflicted by a blood curse. You gathered what survivors you could and hid in the main keep, serving it as a last bastion. But with time running out, Breton, Ruby, and Valymr, you began to split up and gather what allies you could before something. Valymr, you are currently in the main keep, watching the main door with your ability to sense those who might be different. Breton, you had just rescued a remaining individual in the bakery, who a sergeant holding back the infected. You managed to dispatch them and save their life. And Ruby, you were continuing on to back towards the Palace of the Plains, where some of your allies remain in defense, if I remember correctly.
She's trying to reunite with Breton.
Yeah,
With
because
Breton.
Brett was heading over towards the Palace of the Plains as well.
Yep.
With
Grigor.
with one of them,
Yeah,
and
with
once he
Grigor,
realized that the
Stefanescu.
bakery was on fire,
Yes.
he said, "All right, you fuck it."
You okay, bud?
He sent on. Apparently not. He sent him on ahead, and
Stench
Breton
of
made his way
undeath
over
coming
towards
off
the
Grigor.
bakery.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
think it's my
Paladin
drink
sense.
here is just a little drier than I thought it was.
Paladin sense is kicking in already. I know, I get it. But yes, we left off with you helping a guard sergeant in the bakery.
Fuck, I'm almost at all spell slots too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we've
Wait.
not rested since everything has gone down.
I've got some stuff, but not a lot.
no, it is. You're getting
2
a little
seconds.
tapped.
I've got 2
Ish.
firsts, 3 seconds, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths.
And she says she's getting low.
That's like half.
Yeah.
I
That's
got 1
low
first
to
and
me.
1/3.
Yeah, but you get your shit back on a short rest. Or at least some of it.
Do I actually?
I also have.
I'm doing door watch at the moment. Have I had time to short rest?
Depends
while
how
doing door watch?
actively you're on guard.
Yeah,
I got a
because
friend with
the
me.
second we got back, we were running around. Breton had time to take a short rest because he was the first one sitting on guard before
Yes.
the door.
Yeah.
So maybe after this period, you'll get your short rest in and get some of those back.
If nothing
Breton has
happens,
2/3.
Yes.
2/3 is what he has left.
So as a reminder, we've been doing our investigation periods where it's been going through periods of the day. We're still doing periods, however they've tightened. They're now hourly gaps roughly-ish, or half-hourly gaps depending. But the still overarching action economy of that is applying to this before you enter H-hour doomsday. So yes, Breton, you are met by this guard who's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. They all just turned. They went mad.
You didn't see them exposed to anything. They weren't attacked, touched. They just lost their minds.
1 minute I just got in from. I was coming to collect my ration pack because I was about to take watch on the walls. They were all drinking, laughing. Next minute, I heard knocking over of plates. I was on my way up here, and suddenly there's. It might be a bit longer than that. I heard screaming from across the way, and they all just turned.
Well, we've got more to investigate. Stick with me. This is not going to be the end of this.
I'll be right by your side, sir.
And this might just be a hunch. I wouldn't eat those rations.
I never got to him, but duly noted.
And with that, he headed off towards the storehouse first instead of the bakery. But there was still shit going on in the bakery, and Breton's gonna start making his way back in there.
Yeah, you head across the courtyard into the main bakery, and you are surrounded by a grisly sight. Limbs, torsos, heads, body parts thrown around like festival bunting, covering the room in a grisly decor. You see people strewn into the stoves and ovens. You see, it looks like people have been pulled apart by like animals. Bare hands even. Ripped, teared.
How did they even get this many people in here without somebody noticing?
Give me a quick perception check.
Perception. 12.
You notice the flames coming out of like the big bread ovens are even redder than they should be. It's not a normal flame. Like, there's no yellow, there's no blue heat to it. It's just red. And there's, like, reddish hinting in the smoke. You also notice some of the people who are dead and strewn about, more inclined to be the ones that are whole, have that blackening in their veins that you've seen in those infected.
All right. I want to douse these flames. I don't know what they're doing, but they can't be good.
Yeah, the other guy with you is, oh, mother of wilds, and he just, like, kind of takes up a neckerchief, like, sort of schmorg he has, and he's just, like, full covering his face.
So presumably this is a kitchen. There is a sink or something somewhere.
There's definitely, like, large tubs of water, like, big, like, multi-gallon water drum things.
Good. Breton is just going to start hefting those around and start tossing it into the ovens.
Sure, absolutely. There's a sizzle and a screech as you do it. Give me another perception check, and also a constitution saving throw. Sure.
We'll start with perception. Ha! That's another 6 for another 12.
Okay.
And now that we're making a check, we get to make our con saves with advantage due to
due to
reasons.
If you've got the big blade out, which I'm pretty sure you will do.
It's definitely that's a 30.
Yeah. There's a 6, and a 30. Yeah, wild. Absolutely.
Paladin, it's
They're good at one thing. Well, they're good at multiple things.
Paladin with a sword, with a literal god sword in hand. Yeah. Which, by the way, Breton, you do have the stat block for the Blade of Equilibrium.
Yes.
Do you want to quickly highlight what this does for you now?
So the Blade of Equilibrium is a +5 greatsword. It deals an additional 1d4 lightning damage on a melee hit. You gain a 10-foot aura that all creatures friendly to you have advantage on saving throws and are immune to fear. If you have 17 or more levels in Paladin, this radius increases to 30 feet. Once per day, you may cast Chain Lightning as a 6th-level spell, but the damage is split between Lightning and Radiant, 5d8 and 5d8 respectively. And the spell Heroism is effectively one spell lower than it would be on a normal cast, making first-level spells a cantrip and so on and so forth. It does some interesting things.
There's also an item description of what it looks like.
Oh, you're right. There was at the top. The crossguards of this weapon is in the shape of angel's wings, wrapped with the chains, and the rain is. I got ahead of myself. Started reading the wrong line. The crossguard of this weapon is in the shape of angel's wings, wrapped with chains, and the rain guard is set with a blue gemstone of superior quality. The grip and pommel are also set with gemstones, and the blade is cracked with vibrant electrical energy, making it look broken in places. It is extraordinarily sharp.
There you go.
So Valymr's got his blindfold of a god. He's got the mage. My hands are extended in offering.
You had a god revive you, and then kind of like you've got her in you.
Not anymore.
Well, you absorbed her.
No, I would.
You absorbed her.
I mean, I got once. I got better.
I had to die for that.
True. Yeah, it's look, there's plenty of other seals about if you want to try and utilize them in some way.
I was double checking. Is that actually how high my bonus to my con saves is? And I'm like, yes, because Breton is just a +8 con save.
Yeah. And
then he's got +2 from the Ring of Protection and +3 from his aura, so 13 is correct.
Yep. Ridiculous. Yeah, you feel like there's like
I love paladins.
There's like the smoke is like a choking burn. And then actually you notice in there is something smoldering, something like red, hot within the embers, even through the smoke. The smoke is a pinky haze as well. And it smells almost berry-like, but like it's so... it's like a juicy, acidic pain. It's... I don't know if you've ever been in a swimming pool where there's too much chlorine in it and your eyes just sting. It's It's that feeling, like, but there's like almost a sickly berry to it.
That's awful, and I hate everything about it. God, I feel like nobody is gonna get this reference. I feel like I just stepped into an episode of Chowder, the worst episode of Chowder. Oh God, I wish Josh could see this. But yeah, I don't think he touches that. Can he just spear that on the end of the blade?
Well, the smoldering thing in the...
Yes, whatever that weird
Sure.
berry-like protuberance is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. It feels like rock, and then you pressure through it, and it cracks, and it just... There's like a little energy lets out of the sword, and the ember goes and like sort of breaks up in the chimney, and also winces. It's like that.
All right. How many fires were in here, or was it just the first one?
There's 3 ovens, so I'm guessing you go through and do that to all of them.
He's gonna steadily go through that, and while he's doing that, he's still saying, "You still alive, Sergeant? You paying attention?"
Yes. Yeah, he's still there.
This guy's gonna survive. Damn it! He's gonna see his wife and kids again, even if it doesn't matter. Beth does not. Beth has her doubts.
Wife and kids, you just damned him.
I did. I just created a no-win scenario for him.
Seriously.
Oh, shipping out next week.
No. Worse
2 weeks
this
from
is my last week for retirement. Yeah, that's
he's
the
not
dad's
old enough for retire. I'm going to a new life in the country. I've been given my own constabulary. I got that promotion I've always been vying for.
It's worse than 2 weeks retirement. I'm getting married to my honey next week.
My wife's giving birth today.
Oh, cool. I have a new name for you. What's that? Dead meat. You watch Hot Shots, you'll get the reference.
I don't know if anyone got my reference as well. Which was
Carry
We
on.
Were Soldiers.
A very, very, very long time ago.
It's been a while.
Oh boy.
No, Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah, no. My wife's giving birth today is the guy that gets hit by his own napalm.
Anyway.
I think it's Jimmy Lin. Anyway, go. I've seen that film way too many times, as cringy as some bits of it are. Yes. So you managed to put to the sword these ovens, and the smoke does eventually return to like a normalish color, if not heavier than it should be. There are some fires as well going on, just like actual, oh no, someone's knocked over a torch or a lantern kind of fire. Nothing out of control yet, but if you leave this building, likelihood is it's probably going to burn down.
He has stopped whatever cursed fires are burning, and I think Breton's hope is that's going to alleviate the problem. So with that, I'll say, all right, Sergeant. Our next goal here is we're going to head to the. I need to bring up the map of this. Citadel is the name of this map, I
Yes.
believe. I remembered that.
Yes, it is.
For the old brain matter. Even amongst a fucking mosquito, making my life a living hell right now.
Don't say that near Valymr.
Yeah, it's me, not Valymr.
It's snowing outside. Ain't no mosquitoes in a probably 500-mile radius of me. It's fucking
That's
great. I
good.
love winter.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Winter's great. Winter's so much better than summer. We're in agreement. Yeah. So we need to head to the Palace of the Plains. We need to recover any of the nobles that have survived and are currently still alive, and try and make them over towards the King's Hall, where he is holed up for protection.
Right. Let's do it.
And Brett, assuming that we've cleared out the bakery and the storehouse, I don't remember seeing anything else over here. They should be good to start making their way across towards the Palace of the Plains.
As you exit the bakery, etc., is when you actually see Ruby ahead of you. She's now
running in
caught
the
up.
direction. She's running
Yeah.
near full sprint to get to the Palace of the Plains.
Converging paths.
Yep.
There you go.
I mean, you've also called.
Yes, he has Solvaril, so.
My brain went Buckbeak. That's wrong.
No. Buckbeak Witches he was fucking as awesome as Solvaril is. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
As your new accrued small group gets to the Palace of the Plains, you actually see, because it's up, and there's like an external balcony and staircase up to it, like one flanking on either side under another doorway that goes into like the crown armories and that hall. You actually see a guy get thrown off of that balcony and like land at your feet, and you can see they're like mangled. They're clearly infected, and at the top you see Grigor just going, "We could use your help up here."
Ruby's wings will.
Yeah. Never mind of peace and quiet.
Yeah, Ruby's gonna fly up.
Sure. It seems they're not overwhelmed, but there's clearly combat going on.
Breton is not gonna fly up on Solvaril. He's gonna send Solvaril on search and rescue.
Sure.
Like basically, if you see anyone running for their life from these creatures, put them on a roof somewhere that they can, somewhere safe.
Okay.
And then Breton is just gonna look at his sergeant and say, Breton just charges into the front door. He can't fly.
You going up the stairs, or are you gonna go in the front door to the lower halls?
Oh, okay. If there are stairs that go directly up to the Palace of the Plains,
yeah. So there's
stairs.
The external stairs. It's like there's a external balcony with external, like there is a landing for 2 stairs, either like A-framing it, and then there's a door underneath. Anyway, you get up the stairs. Ruby, what's your AC? Just generally.
It's a pointed question to get when you go charging into a situation.
By sitting with nothing, 21.
Okay, it's more of a I'm gonna be, because of the zombie-esque hordes, how they're working. Basically, a different size horde group has a different to hit, and certain ACs it's like natural 20s only. So I'm not having them roll every hit. So. And a 6 ain't gonna cut it. So you do get into the fray. You see, like Philip Levert, a couple of other, like servants as well. People like some haven't got swords. Like there is clearly someone here with a candlestick, like probably a 200-year-old solid candlestick sort of thing. It's probably quite antique and quite expensive. Just beaming another guy, sort of.
Yeah. She's not expending any sorcery points or spells, but she is going to be swinging her blade about in a green flame blade fashion.
Sure. You can absolutely do that. And there's about 20 infected in here that eventually, especially when Breton gets up the stairs, you guys pretty quickly dispatch.
I just want that scene from Kingsman in the church, but zombies.
Sure.
You die at the end of it then.
Yeah, and suddenly you get shot in the head.
Except not really.
I need Freebird
Oh,
playing.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's bullshit magic in Kingsman and D&D. I mean, it's the same.
Which, ironically, the first Kingsman is the only Kingsman I have not seen. I've seen the sequel and I've seen the prequel. I haven't seen the original.
The original's the best of them.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
By a long way.
I will say, though, I do. Yeah, no, the prequel is very much worth watching. Go. Leave
not
this
bad.
session now. Go. No, you're good. Yeah. Okay. So you managed to dispatch those who were there. What is your plan?
Roy, what's the update? Do you have any idea where the...
Grigor just gets to say, we are already in combat when I got here, and then Philip, the sort of haggard, now a knight, was definitely a man-at-arms, sort of worked his way up, Corporal in Goldbrand guy that worked for King of Othray. He walks over. This is about the second or third wave of them. They come in groups. They're somewhat organized, but they're weak. We have not had much issue.
Has anyone been clawed, bit, cut, anything? Has anyone started to turn?
Not from this group, as far as I'm aware. The royalty, he points back to where, this is like he's been holding in the main sort of foyer where the six palaces like bar off, and he points and he's just like, there's like a grandfather clock and loads of things. Is basically, we barricaded the hallways, and there's like the closed door in front, and then so most of those who could not were still here, we've got them surrounded in the Othraian Palace. We have decided to make a first bastion here to keep any of the fighting away from the small corridors, give us a bit more chance there, unless we have to. We haven't had to fall back yet.
I can't say for certain. I think it's the food. The bakery was an absolute gore house. And according to the sergeant here, he stumbled upon a group who were in the middle of turning after eating.
They were eating and drinking their fill. They were probably second rotation guard, just gotten off their shift. And then Philip just kind of nods. There is a contingent of guards caught in the royal armories. They've made themselves barricaded here. They've been getting it slightly worse than us.
And how was the refectory? Sorry.
Ruby.
He was asking Ruby how was the refectory, because he hasn't been clued in yet on what was going on there.
Same as it was here. It spread like a plague throughout the entire castle that I can tell. Every place I've been to has had similar events. The exception is the steward's office. They were just missing, I believe.
Yes, which compounds suspicion for that.
As is the master of coin and ships. No sign of death, but missing.
I do not know where they might have been taken. From what I've heard, a group was Joseph, come tell them what you told me. And a servant boy, probably like 19. He's got like basically it seems like he's got an ornate mace that he's taken from from just like a standing suit of armor, like somewhere in the room. He can't hold it properly, but he's been using it, kind of thing. He walks over, like sweat. I saw a group. They looked to be cloaked individuals. They somewhat had guard uniforms, but they were running faster than I've ever seen anything run across the top of the walls. They began to attack. They began to attack towards. He points to the rookery. They were storming that way. They made contact with a couple of some of the watchmen on the walls as well. This was not 10 minutes ago. I ran straight here to try and find help and found this. Speaking of like the battle that was going.
She'll look towards Breton. It's about right. They get behind you and break your neck easily.
What are they trying to accomplish, though? They kidnap 3 of the masters of the house, unless they are the ones personally involved. They're spreading this chaos, this pandemic around. People are being slaughtered left, right, and center. What are they getting out of it? This is...
Isolation.
How does this get to the king?
You isolate him. He can't call on other sides reinforcements. You hole him in and starve him out or kill him.
So we have a decision to make now. You said there are several of the royal guard that are holed up in the armory. But we also have these individuals that are making way to the rookery. Do we try and pursue them, catch them, stop them? Or do we move to gather the forces we have and regroup?
Well, Philip turns again. I cannot move the king of Arthray. Some of the other nobles could possibly make it to the castle if that is where you intend to hold up. But I will be staying by my king's side as for whatever comes for us. I will be holding here. I will try to make this as safe a haven as possible for anyone you do find and can send this way.
Having another safe spot here is not going to be a terrible idea. It'd be a lot easier to get them to this room than it would be to get them all the way back, and it would still let you consolidate your defensive forces. There's more. Breton has to make a decision on what's more important: hunting the bad guys or protecting the good guys.
The good news is he can do both.
He can do both.
And he
Ruby's right there.
I don't know if it's a really good idea for us to split up. Right, we got to chase off the people who might be responsible for this. Especially, I mean, Valymr's not here either, so that might not be the best thing.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
I don't like the way you said that.
Man.
I guess mirror image.
Sergeant, you are free to stay here with this position. Hold it to the best of your ability. Ruby, choice is yours. If you want to go and recruit the other magistrate, the other guards, anybody who might still be alive, and bring them here, or if you want to chase down the rookery. But if we want to establish a better defensive position, getting to those royal guards and getting them here is probably the best bet.
I could probably evade most anything that's going to give us any hard time. I'm not totally out of resources. If something major is going to happen, you'll either hear me call for help or the explosions.
The armory is just a bit of a flight, even for Solveril. It's going to take me a few minutes. We're going to be pretty estranged.
She'll flex her wings a little bit.
The
I can get around.
yeah, where you are right now, the armory is actually in the building below you.
Yeah, but
But
we've
it's
established with how
across.
big this place
Yeah.
is. It's like if we're on the
yeah,
north
yeah.
part of the Palace of the Plains, like that's still a solid like 5-10 minute walk.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So even for Solveril, moving perfectly at speed from a rooftop, it's still going to take him 2 minutes to get there, or 2 minutes anywhere else.
Yeah.
How far away am I from the rookery? I guess I look at the map.
The rookery, if we're on the north side of the Palace of the Plains, it's directly north of us.
Oh, yeah. That Ruby could literally just jump out the window and fly up there.
You're kind of, if you're in the Palace of the Plains and you've come up the main door gate,
It's where
you're
it's
kind
King
of,
of Ate's room, right?
You're very in the, like, so there's a foyer in the center, and you're essentially in the center of that that bit that says the Palace of the Plains, with the various 6 palaces off the side. Philip then speaks again. Well, I said most of the nobility are here. There are some notable individuals missing.
Who is missing?
The heir-elect.
Yeah.
Yep, saw that coming.
And the King of Lodalis are also missing.
King of Ate's. Is that the guy that we had all the suspicions about?
Yeah.
It's been
No,
like it's been a while that I don't
That's
remember.
the King of Gleswy.
Gleswy is the I was like, is that, I'm not sure that's one. This is familiar.
Lodalis is the one that was. He's the head diplomat. He was one that was. I don't know if we ever really went into him too much. He was walking with a limp because he was wounded at the second summit.
All right. There's no point in getting people to defend the location if we don't have anybody to defend other than the King of Ate. I'm gonna go find I'm gonna try and find the Aerolect. Head to
Oh,
his
okay,
keep.
okay.
Try and find him.
His room looked. When I started knocking doors, his door was reopened. The guards posted gone. This tunnel open in his room.
Hmm.
Are there more tunnels in these chambers that I should be possibly barring the door, defending against? I don't want to be snuck up on.
Breton will pull out the map of the tunnels from below and just slam it on the table.
Yeah, you find a side table and knock it over. He goes, okay.
Breton will also pull out the key and very gingerly set it on the map as well. They shouldn't open unless you have access to this key. This key is more important than your life.
And you're giving this to me. Or you're keeping a hold of this.
I think the situation. Yeah. I think Breton is letting him take it, yeah.
Okay.
If they need to get out of here because you are going to lose this position, get them out of this room, seal behind you.
Okay. I will utilize this map, see if I can create a bit more of a... Well, this room certainly isn't going to hold it anymore. I'll get this done with what few troops we had. But if you do have a chance to send reinforcements, I'm not going to say no.
If we need to take a minute to see where you're going to go so I know where to send them, that's the only way that's going to be useful.
He starts looking through the map of the tunnels.
Otherwise, getting towards... this doesn't connect directly to the High King's dwelling, but if you can get to the Glass Library and make your way up, that might be the most secure location in the entire keep.
Okay. Sure, I can... It's the other side of the castle, but I can try to get people that way. I'm also going to try and get the King of Afro ready to move, but he is so faded.
Breton will just mentally call down Silveril. Having something big that can carry him might help, at the very least.
Sure. Okay, you bring Silveril here as well. That might work. He is frail since he's lost his spark.
Alright.
Anyway.
You're going to the Rookery, Ruby?
She's
already gone. Yeah, no, she's left.
she's
She
already
left when
gone.
you're showing the gate.
He also puts out like an arm to gauntlet you as a good luck.
Sure, we'll you son of a bitch moment this. Welcome to Movie Monday with the Component Crew. We're just quoting everything today.
Yeah, we really are. But yeah, okay, Ruby, you begin flying that way. In the meantime, we're gonna go back to Valymr. Valymr, you and the four other Havre guards are stationed around. Two of them on the roof. One of them gives you a like they make like a really hawkish whistle, and the one that's next to you that's been looking out the window and goes, one of the men has spotted something.
Where did I hear the whistle as well?
Yeah.
Do I assume this is just like
This is a signal.
their way of communicating? I understand.
Yeah,
It was
you
a
understand that there's somewhat like, basically they put their head halfway down a spiral staircase that goes up to the parapets above this room, essentially.
Okay.
Above this section, and yeah.
I will go up then. I'll go up the spiral staircase to see what's
Sure. You rush up the spiral staircase, and one of the Havre guys sees you. He calls you in. He goes, first of all, it seems I saw some fighting within the High Guards halls, where the Royal Guard contingent are. There seems to be something going on in there. Second of all, thing. I saw some things. He points the other way. They were crawling down the side of the keep. And then they got halfway down towards this window here, and they shapeshifted.
They can crawl on sheer rock stone walls.
Unless my eyes are playing fuck with me.
Alright, in that case, we're on the roof here, right?
Yeah.
What is the way down from here?
What is the way
into the room? Like how does the spiral staircase go onto the roof? Is it just an open hole that goes down into the staircase, or is there
there's a slight buttressed circle, but yeah, it's like into the floor. There's no like tower, mini tower or anything.
Okay.
And actually this is like crenellations, but in the center, like just to the left of you, there's like slatted tile roof. This isn't like, because the keep is the highest point of the castle outside of the towers. This is like the crenellated rooftop of the like King's Royal Chambers and rooms, which is slightly lower. So he was almost pointing to a wall that you can see direct in front of you.
Well, I can't. It's too far away, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do I, with my blind sense anything within 100 feet scurrying
No.
where it shouldn't be?
Not here, no.
Okay.
Also, the
I
two that
would-
are up here, the one that was each end, they are like hunched, crouched, even though they're in their black plate armor. You think you'd actually struggle to see them in your pure sight. It's only in your advanced sight that you are able to keep up with them.
Okay. I'll say, I'll be able to sense them if they come within 100 feet of us. If they do, I will whistle like this, and I will do a whistle that sounds like some creature of the Underdark.
Yeah, sure. And you want us to
I
come?
can't whistle.
You want us to join you downstairs into the fray?
Just to be wary that there is something that there's something within 100 feet. I won't be able to tell what it is. It could even be friends returning.
Nods.
I'll do a different whistle on this. This will be the dangerous whistle.
Okay.
Alright.
So you define a danger whistle and a
Danger whistle and be aware there is something within 100 feet whistle.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And you go back down?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay. As you go down, you are greeted by 5 what look to be guards. And the Havre guy that was with you is like, it's a Mexican standoff. The 5 guards seem to be, you overhear the conversation of, we were sent here to help protect the king. And then the Havre knight is, I'm going to need you to wait here a moment. We've got some prior authority in place, and my commander needs to check you. I hope you understand. And the guard is like, your commander? We've been sent here under direct orders of the guard commander. Who are you? And that's what you enter into, Valymr.
Okay. I have my blindfold on.
Mm-hmm.
True sight, 10 feet. Are these actually guards?
Hell no.
What do they look like to me?
You see, like, you've seen changelings before.
Yeah, I killed the ruby one.
That was a doppelganger.
That was a doppelganger.
I think.
Okay, I don't know what the
no,
difference
I
is.
think you've seen changelings before. There was a changeling all the way back in, Retbury, in the
Was there?
first arc, I believe.
I don't know if we would
recall
have copped to
but-
that in the first arc.
Either way, you might have heard stories of changelings, especially being from the Underdark. They sometimes scurry away down there. But these are not quite you see like this visage of like a slightly elongated elven features, but stretched horribly, and a skin of all like red, and like a jaunt smile on these creatures, and then they are also rippling with this black veins.
Okay. Well, as I walk out, I am going to give the danger whistle,
Sure.
and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just lunging forward with the glaive on one of them.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
Is there any advantage to it? Any
Make me an attack
surpriseness,
roll.
or- Okay, just, gotta try. That would be a natural 20. Thank you so much,
Holy
sir.
Roll damage. Roll damage. The lead one that was talking to the Havre guy, the Havre knight. I think this one was Anton. If I remember, the one that was directly next to you. You just like go over Anton's shoulder, like he's got his like pole hammer at a low ready, and then you just summon the glaive, go over his shoulder, and stab this one like right in the chest.
That's 16 damage.
Nice. Are you doing a second attack?
Yes, I am. Gonna pull it out of that guy and swing it around and go for his neck.
Go for it.
That would be a 27.
Yeah,
to
it definitely
hit.
hits. Roll damage.
And that'd be the dice in the way. 17 damage. My non-crit did more damage than my crit.
It's enough. This
Happens every time.
this creature just begins to like melt slightly and then explodes.
All four of them. Well, 3 now. I'm going to say that out loud.
I need your reach is 10 foot,
that's what I'm.
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying to my friend
Yeah,
here.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I can throw you one of those.
As it throws blood everywhere.
Oh no, 13.
Ugh, okay. Let me also roll for my Havre dude. Natural 19 for a total of a 24. He's fine.
He also gets a plus some 5 for me.
Oh, okay. It's okay. So he's got a 29 on that dex. He sees this thing sort of bulbous up and just goes, nope, it's the deck. As you get like a face full of this sweet smelling but viscerally stinging blood.
Yum.
You take...
So he explodes 10 feet?
It's 15. He went up. And in fact, it starts to set the others off.
Oh.
So we'll get onto that. One good thing is you aren't affected by the first thing. You're not blinded because you're already blind. You take 10 poison damage.
Fun.
And the others begin to explode. You have but a moment to try and get away from these a bit more because they're further back because you killed the lead one.
As I'm coming through the door of the keep, and that's how I hit the.
You
one
came down
there.
a spiral staircase.
Oh, he was already in through the door.
They were in the room that you were sat watching originally,
okay.
which is like it's like a parlorish area of the library that leads into the king's rooms.
All right. Well, I don't know if there's much I can do other than try and, dodge back up the spiral staircase,
Okay,
like around the
you
spiral.
you take your movement up as they set off, and you just hear as the room is now covered with gore. Anton steps up and he's like shucks himself off, and he goes, "What in the hells was that? Ugh."
Changelings.
That was not.
Wipe all of their shit off your skin. I'm going to take my cloak and start
Yeah, he's just
making myself less covered in shite.
What the fuck is going on? You continue to watch.
Yeah.
And the rest of it goes uneventfully, so you may now take a short rest, should you need to.
Is it possible for you to put that through so I get the right?
Not without
stuff
giving
back?
it to everyone.
Yeah, because that would make a short rest as well.
So I get my
Oh, darn.
magic back. I don't get my luck back if I remember rightly.
You definitely get all your spells back for Warlock.
Yeah, you get your
Yeah.
warlock
Your
spell.
pact magic comes back.
Yeah.
And if you're still any levels in fighter, you still get your second wind and stuff back.
I will also roll and hit dice. Yeah, I just got back the
That's good.
exactly covered the goo damage.
Are you still going to stay protecting the door here?
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that they know where the king is and what they want to do. So yeah, definitely, I'm sticking around here. More
Cool.
important than ever.
Sure. Okay. You take another watch. Okay. Ruby, you begin to fly towards the rookery. Did you go to the rookery before?
I did.
She has not. No, that was Breton and Valymr went there. She did get the reports of it.
Yeah. You begin to fly up adjacent. Are you going to go into the bottom of the tower and go up? Are you going to go outside of the tower and up and try to find one of the whole, like the area which they release?
She's going to go up high and kind of scout around the outside and poke her head in the windows and see what's going on.
It's like in the middle of this tower is where the rookery is. It's like at the top of the wall level.
Yeah, go fly up.
Okay,
and
so
then
you go out the
work her
outside.
way in.
There's clear ways in at the wall level. The first thing you notice is there is a glowing from in the, like, you can see like the little like raven holes in which the birds would fly in and out of. You just see this pinkish reddish like garnet glow from in the room.
But can't see inside it directly.
No, because they're like holes the size of birds.
Okay.
And Brent, I take it you're going ground floor up. Just stairmaster.
Yeah, he said the Aerolect room was empty because they've already evacuated it, but assuming they use the secret tunnel, then that means Breton's got to search the secret tunnel to see if he can find the Aerolect.
Oh, you're not going to the Raven Room?
No.
Okay.
No, they split up. Breton was going to find the Aerolect.
Sure. We'll get back to that in a minute then.
She'll Misty step in.
Okay.
If not that, I'll vortex warp. I have multiple options of movement.
I'm trying to make sure you don't no-clip into something.
Should go right on the other side of the wall. Like, it's the shortest possible distance.
Yeah. Are you going to go right up to one of the holes to do that? Or are you going to do it from where you are? Are you going to try and make your best guess?
She's going to perceive as much as she can inside the window. Like, if it is a black fog or a red fog right in front of the window that's coming out, she can't see anything in, she probably won't dive in.
So if you're going face to face with the wall, you can peer up. But like I said, this is a hole. This is many, many holes the size of ravens.
I can poke my head in and look. Just kind of.
Yeah. But from the description, it was just like, I am 10 foot away. I see glowing light. I'm going to try and go through that wall I've never been through. I was like,
no, she's going to go through the window. Just Missy step.
Again, no window. the holes.
Well, I'm sorry. Misty Step does not require a size. It's this big. You can Misty Step through it.
I know. I was just trying to say, how are you perceiving in? Like, are you going up to it to see in first? Because I can give you a better description if you go face to face.
She will fly up to the. I'm calling it a window because it's what it is, even if it's the size of a freaking $50. Fly up to the window.
Porthole at that point.
Porthole. Poke her head in and kind of do this number.
Okay. You don't get your head in, but what you can see from the room is like multi-tiered layers of shelves where the various ravens would nest by these holes, and then there's a walkway around, and then there's a smaller area where there's a desk, etc. What you can see, however, is one, like the furthest side away from you, all of the nests and stuff have like been caved in. There's blood everywhere, and in the center there is this floating garnet pink gemstone, and it is spinning slowly, rapidly getting up. As you get in, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, as a beat of lightning flies away from this gem towards you, almost like it's attracted to you, like you're a lightning rod to it.
That's a 12.
Okay. Waiting for those dice to roll. They gonna show up ever? Or re-roll them. You take 17 points of lightning damage as it like catches you, and like you see this thing is like hitting off various bits of the wall, burn marks, ever. There's also clearly like what were the bodies of like guards, some of which fill with these black veins, others just like standard guards, like who have either come in here to like defend themselves or try to get a message out. You also see this avian individual, this what are they called? Aarakocra? Yeah, an Aarakocra.
The drunk.
Split clean down the middle, hanging upside down by his talons. Like splayed over like a corner of the wall.
That's a good bifurcation.
Yeah. And then there's nothing alive in here. Just this gem that's like rapidly ramping up.
Can I see what this gem?
I gotta say this now because I feel like the more that we're going through it, the more guys. I'm starting to think this is less a null cult and more these guys are just getting invaded by chaos. Like this is a Daemon invasion from 40k is what we're dealing with right now.
Warpstone, yes.
I just killed some Tzeentch worshippers, definitely. That's what just happened right there.
That is, we have elevated this campaign from D&D to Warhammer 40k. We are in the worst of the grim dark.
In the grim dark of the 34th Elendor. Only Papa Nurgle's hugs will save you now.
She is going to try to figure out what the hell this crystal is.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check, which I will allow you to use Detect Magic on if you've got it.
I do, but it would require a ritual to cast. I don't have 10 minutes,
You don't have 10 minutes, no.
I don't have spell slots either, so I'm just going to have to wing it.
Try and wing it with an Arcana check. Okay. You're looking for about a DC 20 for some information here. 25. Okay. You don't quite understand what the crystal is or what its direct purpose is right now. However, from your knowledge of how the castle is laid out, this would be directly above, if not some feet in the air, the one of the lodestones that stops like infiltration of the castle with teleport, etc. Those are sunk deep in the tunnel network under the towers.
She's gonna destroy it.
You're gonna attempt to destroy it. Okay.
Point a firebolt at it.
A firebolt. Okay. Roll an attack and roll damage.
Very casual about the way he said that, guys. I'm not. 17.
17 hits.
14 points of fire damage.
Seems to have no effect. It's almost like there's a level of absorption to it. Like that there's a threshold that you might need to get across for any damage to take. You've seen that before in constructs. Where they're resistant to magic. This has like a similar property. So it's like you need to hit this hard if you're going to hit it.
Okay. We will do the hit it very hard mechanic then. And we'll throw a chromatic orb. Let's upcast it to 4th.
Sure. What element?
Let's do thunder. Why not?
Thunder. Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Oh, good. Just
3d, 4d. So 4th level should be 5d8. I think.
I think
Yes.
so. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Because first level's 2d8, so yeah. I think.
Alright, there we go.
be 68.
68, yeah.
68 then.
Alright, here it comes. I don't know why there's an extra one in there, but 30 points of boom damage.
30 points. Okay. It seems like only a third of the damage went through. And you'd start to see cracks forming on this gemstone.
She tilts her head at this thing going, is this fucking thing okay? Again, but harder.
Okay. This time with feeling.
Once more with oomph. 29 to hit.
29 hits.
$38 points of boom damage.
And it seems like 18 points of that damage go through, and the gem and shatters.
Okay.
It falls. The shards. You see them stick in the wood around you. You manage to use your wings and form a shield around yourself so that the shards do have no effect on you. Your AC, you know. Yeah, no, yeah, you.
She also has a shield.
It's like a like you. Well, it's a mass thing where the shield will only do so much. You manage to bat away though the damage that any would take, and this room is now like a glistening purple. Give me a quick perception check now that the gem threat in front of you is gone.
Yeah, so she's gonna stop and look around, kind of do that. Look left, look right, look down, look up, listen.
You actually see something on the ceiling of this extended chamber roof.
With a natural 20 for my perception check. Looks up.
In blood is written the phrase, "The time has come. We bring them home." And it's like you see it's been written in what looks to be blood, but they seem to have also used plumage from the Aarakocra as a quill.
Yeah. The look on Ruby's face just can't be any more unimpressed or uninspired. The almost, in fact, she rolls her eyes. Cultist.
Sure.
All
Right.
right.
Where are you going now? Where are you heading? What are you buying, stranger?
Like I said, Breton was heading towards the abode of the Erelect.
Yeah. Okay.
To try and track him down, because last he heard, he had made his way into the tunnels, which means that Breton's going to have to search the tunnels, but he's been down there a few times. He's had a time to study the map, so he probably has a good idea of if a figure were trying to escape or seek shelter through those tunnels. I'd hope he'd have a pretty good idea of where they'd be going.
Yeah, you have some ideas of navigation. Sorry, also just to finish off with Ruby. Ruby, where are you intending to head now that you've done the tower, just so I know on my mental map of where everyone's going?
Probably to the roof of the tower, like, go out and up.
To the top of the parapets.
And to keep an eye on, just to look around the walls, see if she's people running about.
Sure, okay.
I was trying to get a gauge of what time of day it is, so I have no clue.
It's now probably heading towards 9 p.m.
In that time, unless somebody attacks her and she's on the roof, could she take a short rest to sit?
Only if you spill into the next investigation period.
I need something, guys. I'm at a...
You can...
That's the trade-off, is that you have to give up a period of investigating to rest. That's our problem.
I need it. I need to get some sorcery points back. I need to get some spell slots back. I've got my Bloodwell vial, which helps me out a little bit, but...
I mean, that's on you. I mean, neither of us are there to tell you what you should be doing. Like,
she is okay. So she is going to be on the roof, keeping a general eye out and trying to catch her breath and get a breather in. But if she sees something going on from up there, whether or not she is going to stand up. Her primary eyesight is going to be looking for sources of obvious light that aren't torches, like other towers that might have the ways in kind of a thing.
Sure.
But otherwise, she is going to be short resting.
Just as a note, you only get sorcery points on a long rest.
Bloodwell vial.
Does that give you all of them on a short rest?
You get 5 back when you spend a hit die during a short rest, once a long rest.
Yeah, that's all about right. Loads of cash. 1 second, friends. 1 second.
Sorcerers are great. They just struggle with short rests because sorcerers, full casters, like
2024 helps them out a little bit.
24 helps everything out a bit.
I have an application for the Friday game.
Apologies. Someone wanted my money. Yes, you can get 5 on with a Bloodwell vial.
Okay. Rest, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You head to the tower, and please just give me a perception check, and we'll come back to it in a bit. Breton, this room has been trashed again. Not the first time it was trashed to try and save the Erelect. This time it looks like this individual has been taken and dragged. There's clear signs of a struggle, and there's no individuals in the room. You peer slightly down the tunnels, and you see the decapitated corpse of what looks to be like a groomsman, as in like a butler.
Damn it. May have beaten us here. Well, Breton's committed, following the signs of the gore.
Okay, you begin to go into the tunnelage. Okay. Breton, give me another perception check as you go in, please.
Perception. That is a statistical anomaly. That is my third 6.
Is that
for another 12?
Has every
perception check has been a 6 today for me.
Somebody tell me what the chances are of that.
Well, that happening
How
twice
many
is
are
1 in 400, and you increase that by 20-fold more again, so it's 1 in 8,000, something like that.
Clearly, Breton, some people have 20/20 vision, and Breton just has 6 vision.
6/12 vision.
That would be exceptionally good vision, otherwise. But yes.
Breton. Near the door, you see a key. As in one for the tunnels. It's been dropped. It looks slightly different than all the ones you've seen, though. The others are all pristine, clean. This one, old, forgotten. Maybe 200 years old.
He's gonna take that with him.
Yep. No problem. It also looks like the struggle continues. That those that were attempted to be taken didn't give up a fight here. But you begin a descent into the tunnels. You've begun to navigate this before, and you follow, and especially as you entered from this way before, you have some idea of which way the tunnels go. And it's not long before you see more signs of gore, more signs of struggle, places where others might have been abducted from or entered to. This is definitely not the clean tunnels that you came through before. No, this is getting used, and it is getting used well, at least in the last 12 hours. You get to the door that you've taken off its hinge, they accidentally took off its hinges towards that dock. The boat's still there. You continue down further. And eventually you see a glow. Deep red. And you hear very, very distant whispers. Rhythmic and chanting.
Yeah, this is a phrase that I think every DM has ever asked or hoped that a player would utter at some point in their DMing. We're saying fuck the risk. We're going in. Like we are past the point of no return. We're not looking back anymore.
Breton Montelier, are you sure?
Breton charges the room.
Okay. It's quite distant, so it will take you some time to get there. But as you wind the corridors, taking you somewhere, you think, as you progress through the tunnels a bit more, you come across a door in which this glow seems to be coming from behind. The door is kind of ornate and cracked and heavy-set stone, older construction than, say, even the tunnels. It has the visage of a woman, hooded, holding her hands together with a jug at her feet, and her eyes are weeping, and it was in the water that where her eyes are weeping, you see this red glowing light coming from, and also under a small crack of the door.
Yeah. Is this where they've been operating from the entire time? That makes me wonder if they.
We were right there and never went.
Just also for the just had it in the fucking water. People drinking water and it's just changing them. They don't realize why. Breton is here to try and rescue the Heir-elect. Like, he can't back down now. If he were to, actually, technically speaking, if he were to back down now, he would be breaking his oath. So he cannot back down. He has to go through.
Okay. You begin to move the heavy stone door. With a thud, you do. And you seem to be in catacombs. Crypt. This door, possibly, whilst it might have had a magical lock on it, doesn't anymore. You go through, and you just hear, like, a rhythmic chanting from down the hallway, even further. It's louder now. In a language familiar to your ears, though you can't translate it. Old. Archaic. Sounds like old Fionian.
I mean, you said that's what he heard from the other side of the door, or?
That's what you hear clearer now that you've opened the door and it's further down the corridor, somewhere in this underchamber.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's fairly dark down here, so the only light is coming off of Breton's armor.
No, it's not. The glow of red is lighting up these rooms.
Okay, that's, in a weird way, that's fine. I mean, vision is not a problem,
No,
or at least that
vision
is
is
Breton's
not a
assumption of it.
It's
yeah. Blade out. Breton is just creeping forward. Still.
Are you going stealthily?
I mean, Breton is not a stealthy person. I think, and this is, again, rather than hold on to the hope that they're not going to notice his approach, I think Breton just moves forward with intention, trusting that when the fight kicks off, he's going to be the first to act regardless.
Sure. Okay. Okay. After some maneuvering down these hallways, Breton, you are open into a rounded chamber. In that chamber, you see multiple individuals tied to stone slabs. In the center, there's a man you're familiar with. The steward.
Motherfucker. I called it on the first fucking day!
Hey, intuition's a wonderful, powerful thing. He stands with hands grasped around a tome. But it also seems like there is another set of hands around his. Red, ethereal, bony, skeletal, and sinew. Speaking in a language once forgotten. And there is a tether between everyone that's around him tied up. Various individuals of repute, renown, heir-elect, master of coin, master of ships. Name a few. King of Lord-Elise. All surrounded on the pivot points of an arcane symbol. He locks eyes with you. You're too late. I have everything I need. Now, forgotten bastard, I am ready to take my place. Not in this life, but in paradise. The ethereal hands slit his throat. His body crumples to the floor, and something begins to rise from the arcane symbol as blood, the blood that slit his throat, remains hovering, almost like it's oil in water. Blood also begins to rise out of the individuals surrounding the circle, from gashes now on their open chests that you see begin to form. Breton, is in this moment I'm going to ask, what do you do?
Breton's first instinct is to break the circle.
Okay. So
And
as
the way that he's, because you said there are several figures attached to slabs around this circle that's been set in the middle of the floor. One of which is the heir elect, one of the missing kings as well.
There's a few others you don't recognize as well.
Recognize. And how many hostile figures are in this room? How many people in this room are not attached to slabs?
How many hostiles?
Yeah.
Currently, just this. Well, there's something forming in the center of the circle. You have but a moment to act here.
This is going to be the. It's the moment like this. I have inspiration on my sheet. I don't know if that was from the last time we played or not. We didn't actually ask questions at the start of the session.
We went straight into it.
We did. I can tell you what Breton's going to try and do. He is going to rush over, assuming that there is no appreciable difference. He's going to rush over towards the slab the heir elect is attached to. He is going to try and wrench that slab from the circle and just basically. He's looking to remove the slab, the stone itself, from the circle.
Let me mark some stuff out for you. If you want to open the map, the Hearkening. Yes. I think.
Hearkening.
Let me give me a moment. Yeah. Give me a moment. As I share this record with you, as Breton has slammed straight into the boss fight.
I listen, Midge. Every single instance that we have been going through here has been, we are a day late and $1 short to the place that was important. Breton was not going to let a lead die again.
No, it's totally in character. Don't worry, the rest of you. I'm sure you'll get a chance to work out what's going on in a moment.
Ruby's up on her roof drinking like something to get snacking. Like
don't worry. Something.
So I will say, with this allowance. Breton can't communicate to anyone else because he doesn't have the ability. I imagine Solvaril has been updated on what's going on, so there's just a griffin in the air above the palace just freaking the fuck out.
Let me just get the other individuals onto this map because I haven't actually marked them out yet. I was still prepping this, not expecting you to run here. I had to put those people down in the break because I needed to work out who was kidnapped or not.
So I still don't see the map. How are you spelling hearkening?
It's and then HARKENING.
Okay, because I was spelling hearken right, but it's still not showing up.
Weird. Close images and reopen it. It's because I shared it as I said it. It might not have translated quickly. I'm just gonna quickly grab.
Is there an underscore in that?
There's a space between them. It's a capital T on the and a capital H. It'll be in your uncategorized images, most likely. Uncategorized. The Hearkening.
The only "the" I have is the Adventuring Day.
Really? Because there's the ruins of Ilithilia, the ruins of Rurax, the Skyfire, the warehouse.
I'm looking at the right one, right? This is the one. Yeah, this is the I'm in the right menu, but I'm not seeing the map you're telling me about.
Huh. Can the others of you find it?
Yes, I can.
You can, but so I am just somehow not getting
It's
this.
underneath the Golden Temple and above the ruins of Ilithilia. Uncategorized.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Ah, there it is. I have now found it.
So I'm going to just denote these individuals with random nobles. That I'm going to drag onto the map.
Breton really do be like, let me solo him.
Listen, you can't argue that has been the consistent problem in this investigation is we find something important and it's late. Like, we're like, okay, cool, we'll look into this in the future, and it's too late every single time.
Or we get pulled away for an entire fucking day.
Yep. Hey, there were things, stuff and things. There were timelines. I have to say, I thought you were almost game over the investigation on round 2 with how quickly you got some of the stuff.
Like I said, for those of you at home, I actually did specifically mention, like, who did I suspect? It was the steward. I suspected the steward on the day 1. The motivations were there, the plot was there, but there was no way to connect him to anything. There was no way to, like, find fundamental evidence that he was just way.
Were just off.
Yeah.
Is that who the guy is? Is that the steward?
It was the steward.
Oh, the steward's dead. The steward's gone. But yeah, now in his place
that's,
is this.
That's who was doing the ritual.
Yeah, but now that it's this this thing is rising up. So this is kind of the alignment. It's like 3 on each side.
Yeah.
And for the audience at home, I'll transition to this page. Hold on. Which is the one that has fancy grounds on it? I swear it's this one. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds isn't showing up. I know exactly why Fantasy Grounds isn't showing up. It's closed itself in the background of this. Anyway, Breton, make me a really rapid perception check. Don't roll a 6. As to working out which one the...
Roll 7.
Nice.
I can't even with you today.
He followed your instructions. You should give him a reward.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
His eyesight's getting better. Not a lot better, but
Instructions
but it's
include
still
dick stuck in toaster.
Jesus.
I'm making something to drink.
Either way, I'm struggling to get the game open right now on my display PC. So I'm going to go back to the 3 scene and we'll just go... We'll start this.
Current plan of operations. Hold out until the inevitable arena rises, like, breaks the ground apart and rises up so everyone becomes a part of the fight.
Current objective: survive.
Yeah, like, that's...
Halo
Like,
6
that is the idea. It's like,
Halo
just interfere. Really interfere as much as possible.
interjection. Yeah, so Breton, you spot the air elect on the center of the south side. So for all intents and purposes, Noble 5.
So, quite literally the one that is the farthest possible away from Breton.
Yes.
That sucks.
That sucks.
It's just one of those things.
Because that means that he is, with how far movement would be, Yeah, I can't reach him at all in any capacity. I can reach a bunch of people, but he is one of the few that is well beyond his reach. So he looks like he can reach 2 of these individuals. Who are the 2 next to him that he can reach? Are those 2 of the ones he doesn't recognize?
They're harder to see because the back of the slab is like slightly raised because they're all slightly raised to face the guy in the middle. But one looks to be the King of Lordleys.
Uh-huh.
The other is one you don't recognize or haven't met.
Okay. Yeah. His plan is still just going to be to interrupt this as much as possible. So yeah, Breton is just going to make his way over towards the nearest one, and he's just going to try and wrench this slab and literally try and tear it away from the circle, hoping that that hopefully slows whatever this is down.
Sure. Run over. Go on.
Yeah, we're gonna pick this spot. That way, if I go anywhere, I can go from farther than that.
Yep. And you're gonna go for the one on Noble 4 or Noble 6?
I guess we'll start with the King of Lordleys.
Okay, so Noble 4. You're going for the slab itself. Make me an athletics check, please, as you begin to slam your body weight into this stone tab.
If there was any time to not keep rolling 6s and 7s, this is it.
I still thought you were making references to Halo with
the
noble references. Wait a minute.
That is a 25.
You begin to... And the stab does break. And the old stones give way just... the line whips away. And then the noble, bleeding, rolls onto the floor. Some of his blood stays remaining floating in the air.
Excuse me.
They are disconnected.
We're gonna need this. we got more of these after the incident on the Reynard Isle. Breton is gonna drink one of his very precious, very very useful potions of heroism as a bonus action.
Okay. Sure. You can do that. I'm going to put some battle music on as we roll into this.
That's going to be... I don't know if we're in combat. That's his turn.
Yeah. You're in combat. I'm going to ask everyone now, roll initiative.
I think you guys are a little too far away to benefit from Breton's aura to initiative.
17.
Okay, 17.
16.
I rolled 2 3s for a 9.
What the fuck? There ain't no way that I'm first in initiative for the first time in this entire fucking campaign. 40 months of never being first. Let's go.
And this is the worst time for Breton to totally botch his initiative roll.
I'd feel happy to swap with you if that's allowed.
No, this is Paladins do paladin things sometimes.
Okay.
Usually I have more time to think of my turn.
At the top of the initiative order, Ruby, you see this?
I'm up top.
Yeah, exactly. You see this. A beam of brilliant red light bursts from the roof of the sept of the lady. In the center of the castle, a bright, almost laser-like beam rips up and tears some of the spire-like roof off of the castle. Off of the sept, opening it up with this deep reddish, red, like one of the reddest reds you've ever seen, light into the sky. It hits the clouds. The clouds begin to crackle with red lightning. The clouds above that was almost deep, inky black sky is almost now like rapture and rupture has begun to carve into the very atmosphere above.
I just had a thought, but I don't know if I want to metagame this. But if all the times to metagame, this is it. You have the belt that lets you summon allies to us. Didn't that also let you go to your allies?
Yeah.
It essentially works. It works as a teleportation circle that you can turn on and off.
Okay.
It doesn't allow you to jump directly to lake.
But she can give it so there's a warning going to all allies who are connected to it.
Yes.
Warning, warning, warning.
It can send an alert. Yes. Valymr, you also
I think I just found a way to get Ruby and Valymr into this fight very quickly.
Don't worry, I understood. I get where we're going. You also see the stained glass windows of the library that backs onto the king's palace just go flare brilliant red and fill the room with a red light.
And this is coming out of the palace of the lady.
No, the sept of the great lady.
Sept.
The church that's in the middle, the circular cathedral. Yeah. It now no longer looks like nighttime out there. It looks like the end of the world.
Oh look, it's Doom o'clock already.
I will rush up.
Suddenly metal starts playing.
Doom music. Hang on.
Oh no.
I'll rush up to the top of the tower.
Yeah.
Get a better view.
You get the same vision that I've just given Ruby. Also, you all hear a crack of thunder. Louder than you've just been hit by lightning. As the sky begins, and it almost begins to, the clouds above begin to burn and fracture slightly.
I've got a GIF that kind of came to mind, although it's green in the GIF, not red, but that's kind of what I'm envisioning.
Somewhat, this is going to be a really weird reference. Have you guys seen Angels and Demons?
Yes.
You know when they take the black hole bomb in the helicopter, the antimatter bomb, yeah, into the sky, and it looks like heaven appears? That but hell. Sure. Okay, that's you guys. Shit might be happening down there. Valymr, you got a good vision. And Ruby, you see that happening. Do you reach out? Do you do anything, Ruby? Are you...
The belt's warning is going to go off, because that's, yeah. It's the holy shit, things are happening alarm.
Yep, that's fair.
Is that an action, bonus action?
I believe that's a bonus action. I don't have the belt in front of me, so I can't tell you.
I'd have to look.
Anyway,
when I'm looking around, do I see?
I wasn't done yet.
I mean, me neither. Do I see anyone?
I'm sorry.
Do I see anything? As in, do I see Silvero flying around? Do I see Ruby across the?
You don't see anything. You're blind.
Fuck yeah, no. I remember the thing. Why is the stone a bit redder now?
So you felt the vibrations of the thunderclap, and then I will say that the description of what happened to the sky is what the Anrayne guard just told you.
Yeah.
Ruby, what is your other... You've only got one action this turn, which you've just used. What else are you doing?
She's casting haste on herself.
Haste isn't a bonus action.
I know. I mean, belt is a bonus action. I'm casting haste as haste as my action.
Right, sorry, yeah, I thought that... Sorry, I got confused saying that I thought the belt was an action. Yeah, okay, cool.
And then it's fly 60, and then haste action, fly further. She's racing to get, she's going to try to do it up and down to get to where the hole got blown into and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you can just... you can get about halfway to the beam this turn.
On the way.
Cool. Valymr, you have one action. The Anrayne guard explains everything that he's just seen, which includes Ruby now diving towards this thing, and also you do get the alarm from the belt. The warning: interdimensional danger. Warning: interdimensional danger. Whatever it does.
Can I run back downstairs? If I need to use movement, I can use the action to dash downstairs. And can I ask the assembled frickin' nobles and kings and frickin' high rollers here. Does anyone have a way to get me quickly to the Scepter of the Great Lady? Shit is going down right there. That's where I need to be.
The very beaten up and slowly trying to heal himself, Archmagister looks at you and says, I can get you anywhere in the castle in the blink of an eye.
Get me there then, please.
Okay, I will roll him up because I don't have him inputted for this combat, but I will do so. Anyway, the Blood Lord is going to go. He's going to walk towards you, Breton. You see this dripping sword of just deep red, and he's got a shield in hand as well. This dark visage of a knight with just blood for a face. Almost like there's a skull underneath it, but it's just full. Imagine like a Hell Knight, but like blood underneath, hood in front, and then shield, sword. Just slow walks towards you and begins to swing the sword.
That Dark Lord Ganon vibes from Twilight Princess. You hear doom, 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 the heavy drums playing in the background.
The first attack misses. Do you do anything, Breton? You don't have any parries or anything, do you?
Cannot riposte, no. If they miss, they miss.
Okay. That's a natural one. Cool. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better.
Eventually one of those numbers was going to make it up there, yeah.
You take 32 points of damage.
Sure. We'll 32 is a fair amount of damage. We'll use our first Stone's Endurance of the day, because we actually haven't used one of these yet, to try and absorb some of that damage. That's a 1. We absorb 4 points of that damage.
Sure. He swings again.
Yeah, 24 does hit.
For 39 points of damage.
Yep.
And his final attack, as this creature moves at a speed like one that you wouldn't expect of a knight in full plate to move. And that's a natural 1. So you miss. The last one clinking off of the sword you have in hand as you defend yourself. Breton, it's your turn, bud.
Freeing the nobles certainly seems like a lot less useful endeavor. Breton is going to... No point saving a bonus action. Breton is going to bonus action cast Spirit Shroud on himself. That's a 3rd level cast. This should just be on himself, so it should automatically target. Yep, adds to him. Both blade in hand. We're just going to start swinging into the Bloodlord.
Okay, go for it. Use it! Use the God Sword! Use it!
First swing is a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You gave him a +5 weapon, Mitch!
Yeah,
what did you think was gonna happen?
21 points of damage.
Nice.
Second swing is it's a 17. That's miss.
Sure.
That's it. That's Breton's turn.
Okay.
Bonus action offhand?
He's
With a two-handed weapon, I don't.
Two-handed sword now.
Oh!
Yeah. The nobles, the King of Lord Elise is prone, not unconscious. He's gonna disengage and start to crawl away. Smart man. getting out the way of this. The others all still bound. They seem like in stasis as well. They don't seem to be able to... They're not very aware of what's going on whilst they're bound. Like, the spell is keeping them there. Valymr, on your turn. The Magister grabs you, and you just, like, sort of, he, like, pulls you into a spin, and the next thing you know, you are stood in the main, like, transept of the septs. Like, there's the various statues around you. The statue of the lady that stood in the center of this has been ripped in two, and there is a hole in the ground in front of you, which he almost trips into. He goes, that was not there before.
Looking into the hole in the ground with blind sight, what do I sense?
You just see this beam of light as well. That, like, the whole hole is taken up by this beam of light.
Okay.
So it's like one of those things of, do you go through it or not?
Does True Sight see any bullshit going on in the light, or is it just bro's got
You
lasers?
hear the sound of battle. I will say that with your, but you don't. It's not far enough to see. It would be just out of your.
Ask the guy. So it's more than 100 feet down through the hole.
Yeah. I don't know where down there is, and it's further than a misty step. That's for sure.
Yell, hold on, I'm fucking coming.
So Valymr, it's still your turn. You have your action and bonus action, etc. I might be out of Dimensionless Door next turn.
Okay. Well, I guess on this turn, I am gonna cast. I'll say yes. That's a good idea. This turn, I'm gonna touch my hand to my chest and cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
I guess that is it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Ruby, you're flying above. You see the beam in front of you. You are muted.
Looking down, can I see clear through?
So, to give you the same description as Valymr, you see just this hole is filled with this beam of light. It is crackling with energy. You could kind of use it to see, and you see the shapes because below you is the main transept in which Valymr is. You see Valymr, the shapes of what look like Valymr and Zedaar on the side, also looking down. No one has ventured through the beam.
Can I get down without touching the beam?
No, it is the only thing filling the hole.
How far away is Valymr and Zedaar?
60 feet.
And is there a gap in the hole at their end?
No, the beam is just cutting through. So it's like you can lever yourself enough to see down into the hole, but to actually go down through the hole, you'd have to progress through the beam.
All common sense is telling me that if I touch this red beam, I'm toast.
Free action, give me an Arcana check.
This is where I roll a 1. Close. 3.
This looks to be very similar energy to what was being given off by that crystal.
Yeah. Okay. She is going to cast Vortex Warp upon herself and teleport next to Valymr.
Cool. So you've used your movement and your action. Obviously, movement to get to where you were, action to go down. You have a bonus action.
No time for talking. Let's get to the action. Just looks right at Zedaar.
I can get one of you there next turn.
You're gonna have to do 2, buddy. Figure it out.
I don't have this specialist.
Or give me a scroll. You got a scroll on you?
No. Anyway. He's pretty tapped as well. Remember, you found him dead, unconscious. He's still on recovery from that. The Blood Lord is going to... has he lost health? He has, only a little bit though. He's going to just lay into you again. Breton.
Yeah.
28 hits.
Yep.
35. You succeed.
Shouldn't have to concentrate on bless because that should be that's a potion that did that.
Oh, that's fine. He attacks again. 18. That misses.
That does.
21. That misses.
Yep.
17. That misses. And his final attack of this round.
He has 5
natural
attacks.
20.
Yep. That'll be what does it.
5 attacks.
Yep. For 63 points of damage.
63. I have to do math of where I was now. I don't even know if I can stop that.
It exceeds you by 6.
I will attempt to Stone's Endurance that.
Absolutely, go for it, bud.
If I can reduce the damage by more than 6, yeah, I'll be conscious.
You will.
So the damage is reduced by 11.
You are up.
Barely conscious, but yes, he is conscious.
I'll remove prone from you as well.
God damn.
It's
done.
Yeah.
Breton,
I
your
don't
turn,
know why
bud.
that removed. Oh, I lost my concentration on Spirit Shroud. That's what I lost. Okay, that checks out. I just gave the Bloodlord Bless because I was targeting him.
I'll remove that for a
Oops.
moment.
Yeah, that should be on Breton.
He's just like, thank you. You are one of us.
Yeah. Healing, we've already seen, doesn't work anymore, so there's no point trying to heal himself.
It does. It works to a limited factor. So, especially with you... Actually, Breton, roll me a religion check.
Okay. 6 or 7, number 27 for the evening. Oh no, we're up to 8.
Oh, we're up to an 8.
Before 10.
You think, because you have been empowered with the charge of your deity, for lack of a better term, that if it's in the aid of your quest directly, your healing may still work.
I don't think, as much as I hate to say it, I don't think even Breton could heal enough damage to make a difference in that regard.
Sure.
I think the only thing Breton can do is hope to be around in a turn.
Okay.
Looking at my list of things, I do not have any potions of healing left, so I cannot heal myself being one of those. Breton takes the dodge action.
Okay. Is that everything? Dodge action?
That is all. That is all he can do.
The King of Lord Elise stands up, looks at the situation, and says, Sir Knight, right now, discretion's the better part of valor. We must get back and fight another day.
Oath of the Watchers can't do that.
And he's gonna say, and then he looks to see if you move, and then when you don't, he's gonna say, I'll send for reinforcements, and begins to escape. And I will hide him from the map as he leaves the room. Right. Valymr and I'm going to say Valymr, Ruby, and Uzador. You're together. He looks at you both and says, I've spelled slots for a dimension door down there. I don't know what part of the castle that is. I can get down there and probably back here in a turn, but I can only take one of you at a time. It's the limitations of dimension door. Who is going first?
Take Valymr, I'll go. I'll find my own way down.
Lord Kensek. And he takes out his spell book. It kind of uses the corners of it and just marks out like a green-blue hue door in front of the laser and drags you through it. Valymr, you two appear in the battle room right off of the central laser, which is going in that center point. Okay. He then looks around and goes, got it, and claps his hands, and you see him like almost backflip, disapparate, and he appears next to you now, Ruby, and says, I can get you there next turn. To you, Ruby. But Valymr, yeah. You're in combat.
I'm gonna raise my glaive and point at the very, very obviously evil piece of shit in front of me that's beating the crap out of Breton.
Sure.
Does he look real bad to me? Like how rough are we talking here?
Breton
has never been this injured before.
Yeah, Breton is the most bleeding you've ever seen him.
Actually, that's not true. Breton has been knocked unconscious before, but I imagine this situation, no, he looks rough.
No, yeah, I know, but Valymr was probably dead at that time. So my point stands. This is the most Valymr has ever seen Breton injured.
I'm gonna point the glaive at what's it even called?
The Blood Lord.
Blood Lord.
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm going to shout out, may the Lady Caffriel pass judgment upon you. And I'm going to use my blindfold special ability, Pass Judgment.
Hell yeah.
On him with my bonus action. Actually, does it say it's a bonus action? Or yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, once more, a brilliant golden silvered judge's gavel slams down over this creature's visage. The light beaming to the sky, and then a shimmer of judgment and chains wrap round it before fading as you bane it with Cathriel's judgment.
And then I'm going to move up to there with my 15 feet.
Sure.
And I'm gonna try and hit the guy.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Right now you are flanking as well because of Breton, so this is at advantage because you've gone directly the opposite side. You have advantage on this creature.
And I'm an elven doodad thing, so I get 3 dice on that.
Yeah, 32 hits.
Oh, if only I had Hexblade's cursed him as well.
Oh, if only you had Hexblade's cursed, then that would have been a crit.
I am going to use my Pact Magic,
sure.
And I'm going to throw in a level 3 Eldritch Smite.
Yeah. Do it.
Which is...
Frickin' do it.
On him first. All right. So first damage, which how do I do it? The thing says all melee weapon damage is doubled, so I'll just do the thing and you'll have to add it again.
Yes, I will add it twice.
Well, to start with 17, double that. Then
I'm just gonna calculate however much gets put on, and I will
Eldritch Smite is a bit wank. It's only 7,
Oh,
but they're
those
double.
ones. Yep.
Yeah. But he is also now prone.
Sure.
So
It knocks him down.
on the floor.
Not that you needed
Half
any
rail
more
is
advantage of
casting
this.
Judgment.
Yeah.
True. But we're gonna hit him again.
Hold on. Let me add the previous damage.
Oh yeah.
He's on a
was-
nice amount of HP right now.
It was 24, so it was plus 48 damage.
Yeah. So that puts him on 69. Nice.
Nice.
Hey. Yeah, we hit him again. Oh, what a roll
beautiful
of rolls.
quit. What a beautiful crit.
Quit.
What a beautiful quit. I'm sorry.
We gonna get him. I'm going to use another Pact Magic for another Eldritch Smite, and also a 3rd level spell slot for a Divine Smite. And we're gonna try and do some damage. So firstly, there's 17. That is all again doubled. Then Eldritch Smite is. Do I double these as well for the crit?
Yeah. Well, they should.
Okay,
Well, they should
do
be.
I-
So you should have applied the smite to yourself to roll it, so that when you did the damage roll, it would double on those dice.
I got Eldritch Smite automatically from the module, and that doesn't do that.
Oh.
It just gives me damage dice and an effect. So I guess that one gets doubled twice,
So I'll add 18 plus 18.
plus
What
18 again.
Well, it's double the dice, not the damage. So roll that
Right,
dice
but it's,
again.
it's double dice for crit, and then double
No.
that
It's double the dice.
for-
So roll those dice again. It's double the dice for crit, not double
Okay.
what's on the dice for crit.
Right. I
So
understand.
yeah.
Well,
Because I will
there's
then-
that one as well.
Yep. So that's hit him, and then so it would be 18 and 13 doubled.
Right. And then my where is it? My Divine Smite is level 3 as well, which how many freaking dice is a level 3 Divine Smite?
It depends if this guy's undead or not.
Is he undead?
Yes, he counts as undead.
So 68.
68.
Yes.
Oh yay! Hang on. So
'Cause
how many
it's-
have I got on this thing?
2, 3. Sorry, it's 5d8.
5d8. Okay.
2 for first, 3 for second, 4 for third, and
I'll
then
just
plus
roll
1.
it with this because I am real bad at.
So-
Alright, that's 5d8, so 26.
That didn't
But
get
then
added
I roll
to
that.
him, right?
No, it didn't. Then I
Okay.
roll the 5d8 again because of the crit.
Yep. So I'm adding another 2 26s. I'll add those in a minute. And then you roll that again,
and
so
another,
I'm adding
and
another
then
2
another
20s.
40.
So that was
And, like,
188
if
points of damage.
How much?
188.
So he takes an extra 140 than's already on there, so that's 100 and 200.
Is he weak to divine?
Oh, that's on Breton. Shit.
Sorry, Brett, I missed.
No, that's me. I'm calculating that incorrectly then. Sorry.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to remove my prone again.
Yeah, I'm already on it, bud. I'm already on it. I don't think it actually ever went on because I don't think I finalized the amount. So no, that's that plus 140. 254.
Actually, I'm lower than I am because it was minus.
Did I do 254 damage in that turn?
No, that's his total HP that he's lost altogether. But you did
Alright,
180.
all of these, I'm just counting all of these numbers and then timesing by 2. I think that would be it.
No, because some of
if-
them.
Because these are just the raw damage numbers, and then it was all doubled because of the judgment.
Hold on, I'll remath.
Yeah, I just used the calculator to add all of the numbers. Actually, it's actually even more than that.
17 plus 7.
302 damage. I think total in that turn.
He's got some resistances.
Ah, okay. Rude.
I don't know where you're getting 300 though.
I just added all of the numbers in that have been rolled and then times it by 2 because of the
Should be 294
judgment.
without it. Because remember, some of them went on double, then double. But not all of them went on double, but double.
Sure. I'm not good enough
Because
at
not
this game
all of them
to-
are the crit. Not
yeah.
all of them are crit damage. Only some of them are double damage. There's
Okay.
294 plus resistances. He's now taken 254 out of so over many wounds. Fucking good turn either way. Right. That's your turn, yes? Or you got more?
Fuck no, I'm done. That's it for me.
Ruby! Your turn. He says, Usador says, I can get you there. I need another moment as he flicks through his spell book. What are you doing?
I can't do anything. I'm stuck up here. I'll drop haste, so when my next turn comes around, I could do something.
You're dropping haste. Okay.
My next turn,
You are
so I'll be stunned for the remainder of my turn, which I'll just.
Yeah. Okay.
Next turn comes around, and that's my turn. Can't fucking do
Sure.
anything.
Damn it, I should have done that. Okay. As a bonus action, he's going to drain. As you see the connective tissue of light pulse and life leave the various bodies in front of you even more so. That's still thingied. He gains back to that because there's only 5 of them now. That's his bonus action. As an action, he is going to attack Breton again, seeing he's still standing.
Reminder, your bro's prone.
Oh, he'll stand up. Thank you for the reminder, my bro is prone.
He does have disadvantage on his attacks because I'm dodging.
Oh, you're correct. But miss anyway. First attack missed. Second attack missed. Holy shit, Breton just full on tanking. Third attack missed. Fourth attack hits, but I dropped the natural 20.
It won't make a difference. A hit is a hit. There's no stopping this one.
Nope. And then he's going to turn. Valymr, he is going to move towards you.
Okay. He's already within my attack range.
That's true. I don't think it can trigger your...
I don't think so either.
And he's going to move to swing his final strike at you instead. Seeing that there's a new threat, he doesn't need to finish off his previous target right yet. There is bigger fish to fry. This is at disadvantage, though, because of all of your stuff that you've got going on as well.
Protection from evil and good. Specifically the evil bit. Ha! Ha! Let's go.
And he misses. Okay. That's his turn. Breton. Death saving throw.
Oops. That shouldn't have been twice. So that is
one success.
One. Yep.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Valymr. He's in melee range with you, bud. Oh, actually, we're 20 minutes past our break. Let's go take our midpoint break here. We're at the top of the turn order. Yeah? Sound good?
Sound
Okay.
good.
Gang, we'll be back in 10 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. Hey, come here a minute. Do you need royalty-free music for your TTRPG content, whether that be a YouTube video, stream, TikTok, Instagram post? Don't worry, we've got you covered. My name's Alex. I've been a content creator for almost a decade now, and I've teamed up with my good friend Harry to produce 10 royalty-free songs for you to use in your content completely for free. We've tried to make a whole range of motifs with this album, covering happy music to sad music, to mystery music to combat music. And if this takes off, you know what? We might even make some more. So give the Elendor Chronicles soundtrack Volume 1 a shot. It's free to stream everywhere. And if you want the high quality downloads, you can come over to our Patreon and download them, or you can contact me directly at tabletop@themidgemansworld.co.uk as a creator, and I'll just give it to you for free. That's it, there's no catch. And just to prove it, we've also given you guys a user license agreement to prove that you have the complete perpetual rights to use this content. So enjoy, and good luck on your next adventure. Oh, good day. I'm Martin Sanderson, and I'm the CEO of Avari Military Solutions. We here at Avari know that it doesn't take much to cause problems out on the frontier, whether that be from local pirate raids, neighboring interstellar powers, or even just an unhappy populace with unreasonable demands. Just what is a small to mid-sized regional power to do when faced with these problems? You look to Avari for your solutions. With open-ended contracts, well-trained personnel, state-of-the-art aerospace forces, and competitive rates, we stand ready to help find the right solution to your problem. So if you have a problem, why not call Avari for your solution? Our operators are waiting to take your call, and consultations are free of charge.
Avari Military Solutions, a solution for your problem.
Avari Military Solutions is not licensed to operate within the Kark and Grey Baronies, the Andes Corps, or any Class A combat zones. AMS is a subsidiary of Omni Radiance Holdings, a family company.
When is a story more than a story? When a tale is more than words on paper? When is an ad more than the script it's written on? In the darkest and deepest annals of our own history, worlds of wonder and splendor burst through like a blister made of hope. From the brain that's wrestled and riddled with madness, a radiant pustule. Writing, art, that's storytelling. That is the true lust of life. You too can dutifully indulge in art. Like fans of the greats. Shakespeare, King, Tolkien, Seuss, Mercer. You too can indulge through Twitch Prime. Get an extended access to a wealth of knowledge with a simple click, an emotion so small that it could endlessly amount to possibilities. Embrace those feelings. Support art. Support the component cast. we return. So, combat ensues. Valymr, to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the eyes are glowing bright white past the blindfold. Gonna look past him and look at Breton.
First time ever you've seen Breton go down properly.
Yeah. I say, the Lady Caffrey has judged you. Maybe that's not enough. Aureus, curse you too, and I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse upon him as well. So he is now coist.
He's been coist.
Coist.
Where's he from? Canonically now, Aureus is from Boston.
That's Celestia. It's Boston.
Boston, yeah, sorry. Clown chowder.
I go park the kind of fun.
Can you imagine just a great one?
Hey, I'm fighting here.
That's New York. No, do
not mix those up.
Do not confuse them. They hate that.
Well, there we go. I mean, you know,
it's
what it is.
It's
like mixing up a Cuban and a Puerto Rican. That is one of the last things you'll ever do.
Or a Norwegian and a Swede.
Or a Swede and a Finn. Or a Finn and a Dane.
I imagine they would indignantly correct you about it, but that's not like a Puerto Rican that if you get them wrong, they will cut you over that shit.
Or an Irishman and a Scot. Or a Scot and an Englishman. Definitely a Scot and an Englishman.
Or just Englishmen with other Englishmen from different parts of England.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway,
that's the worst one.
Your attacks.
Yes, I'm going to attack him. No advantage this time. No special doodads. No nothing.
Time for me to pull out some special doodads then.
Nani?
Nani? Well, first of all, that's a 30 to hit.
That hits. You can't parry that bullshit.
While I can't do any Eldritch Smiting, I do have a level 1 Divine Smite left, and this is my last bit of anything.
Huh?
So I'm gonna pop that.
Gonna hit it
myself.
now and not save it for a crit?
No, because I don't trust myself to crit. I've already done a crit.
Sure, but
it's not. We're not expecting that to happen again. Damage, and this will be doubled again because, of course, the judgment is still up.
Yep. I'm aware.
Good hit. That is 24 damage. Yes. And then my final hit of the turn is... Oh, that was almost... It almost landed on that fucking 20.
Can you imagine if you just used your last smite and then you crit?
Yeah. So we don't get the W there.
No, you
don't. That wasn't enough either. Fuck.
Okay.
Help!
Ruby. Zedaar just draws a door, grabs you, pulls you through. You end up, boom, same location. You see Breton on the ground.
Yeah.
I will bring in Zedaar, but I will remind everyone he's only got 35 HP right now.
I'm not saying that. Okay. So, Ruby sees Breton on the ground. Why is he highlighted with the crosshair over my... Oh, there he goes.
It's because you're targeting him, I think.
All right. And she... You get that Day of Fate thing. The mind's going to, oh, I was too fucking late. But she's going to move to here.
Don't pass through the middle.
Yeah, don't pass through the middle. That's the laser.
I'm sorry.
How fat is this laser, by the way?
It's just that 5 foot. Oh, it's just that 5 foot. It widens up. It's like conical coning up.
Can I move to here?
Absolutely.
As she does so,
yeah,
her right hand is going to reach out and fire a 5th level.
I will say you will be moving through his a range of opportunity.
He is 10 feet.
You moved right next to him.
You moved 5 foot next to him because you went here.
You were there.
Oh. Never mind then. That's true.
Are your wings still out?
Yeah, I'm going to go up and over him. Can I hop over? Yeah, I was like, can I just like fly over top of him and back down right next to Breton?
Where were you? You were here.
Sure.
You can. I will make you do acrobatics because this individual, I didn't describe it before, but he does have wings on his back.
Okay.
But yeah, so make a quick acrobatics check and we'll see.
That's a whopping 6. Thanks
Okay.
God for the 4s.
You can do it, but he might get a disadvantage attack of opportunity on you.
Go for it.
Sure. Let me just clear targets and do a disadvantage attack. He missed.
Yeah, she'll parry it with Alta's Gambit.
You have 22 AC now? Wow.
21.
Your haste is down.
You
I
didn't
don't
drop
think
the
that
haste.
did miss.
It should be 21 regardless.
Then
but
that hits because that was a 22 to hit.
Oh, then I will shield.
Okay, that's fine then. Mark down that missing spell slot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put shield on myself.
I
as
imagine
well.
your shield basically just looks like a skateboard. You do a trick over the top of it
Just
with an
do a-
ethereal skateboard.
And then she's gonna land right next to Breton and cast 5th level Cure Wounds on him.
Cool. Roll that for me.
Yeah, I would say if this is gonna be reduced, don't target me because it's not gonna.
Yeah, don't
full heal.
target. Do it as a thing. I'll tell you how much goes through.
All right. That's 5d8. For 1 moment, sorry.
It's okay.
Really dislike how this game. God. You try to add extra dice by clicking and dragging, and sometimes it goes through, and sometimes it just goes, what if I went over the top of it instead?
The way you add extra dice is when you grab it and you hold it, just right click.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. Sorry.
No, all good. 28. 18 points go through, Brenton.
Oh, you added the +5. Okay. Okay. You can submit this.
And then she's going to interpose herself between him and Breton.
Okay.
And I still have a quick into action.
Okay.
I still have quick bonus action. I still have 2 sorcery points. I'm gonna zap this dude right in the asshole.
Okay.
Shocking grasp. I'm assuming he's wearing plate armor.
Seems that way.
Would I have advantage on the attack roll because it's plate?
Let me double check.
You have advantage because I'm flanking him.
You do have advantage anyway because of flanking, so that
Fair
point
enough.
is moot. Just go for it.
$21.
He doesn't have a
reaction.
right now, so that just hits.
Zap. And he takes.
That just hits, meaning 21 is the AC.
Yep.
Oop, that was the wrong button. I'm sorry. He'll take.
Careful, because that's going to crit now.
Oh,
'cause you
yeah,
rolled a crit.
I know. Sorry.
Should have deselected him. It's fine. I'll manually.
Yeah. 5, 7, 6 zap
You
damage.
took 15,
Yeah, but he's. Yeah, I'm working off of.
so he gets 19 back.
Yeah.
Can I take the latter half of those?
Why? The first half is better.
Sorry, no, that's not a 5, 7, and 6 is not at all 15.
No, it's not. It's.
That is 18 on the first one.
18, yeah.
14 back.
Luckily, that wasn't actually applied to him. So, looking at it, so we are good. I was like, these numbers do not make sense.
18. Just give him 18.
Yeah, so oh, stop fat thumbing, you silly goose. There we go. I haven't used this laptop keyboard in a while, so I keep doing my PC spacing on this laptop and going between keys. Cool. Is that your turn, Ruby?
That's your turn.
Okay. He's DMs around me. Can he take a legendary action before his turn?
No,
it's at the end of another creature's
So
turn.
I'm trying to do it at the end of Ruby's, which is before his. So does that go through?
Yeah.
He's gonna take a legendary action to hit you back, Ruby.
Go for it. She's still shielded.
Yep. 32 hits.
Fuck your shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And now we move to his turn. I think he sees Valymr as the bigger threat.
No.
Reminder. The Judgment of Caphriel, does that double all damage they take, or just the damage Valymr does?
Just Valymr,
Okay.
I believe. Read the wording for me, Valymr. So I'm pretty sure it's just you.
Once per day, the user may pass judgment. For one bonus action, all melee weapon damage made to a singular chaotic creature is doubled, can be affected further by critical hits and other abilities. It doesn't say.
I think we had this before, and
did.
I think it's from you. It's meant to work
Yeah,
similarly to Compel Duel.
Yeah, I said when Breton did some damage to something, and I said, shouldn't that be doubled? And I think you said no.
Yeah, it's bad wording on my part. It's meant to be just you. It happened in the Snow Tower Ancient Dragon fight.
I've just edited the wording to say you make in there.
Yeah. Cool. He's going to attack you. He's going to attack his opponent's life points directly. This is a disadvantage, though, isn't it? I want to see if this auto disadvantages. It does. Okay, good. I don't have to click it every time. A miss.
1 out of 5.
It's a hit.
I think 19 is my AC.
I think it is as well. You fail your concentration on the heroism? When did you get heroism?
I think I drank a
It was on him last time.
Game. Yeah.
Oh,
But I should
that's
get that
probably
back because I'm not concentrating on it.
yeah, but won't it have expired by now, the potion?
I have no idea.
I don't know
Let's
when
just say
we
it is
drank
because I
it,
don't
so yeah.
remember it. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't remember it. I think I
Um,
might have used it. No, I have no idea.
You took a short rest. It's gone, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's
a
true.
32 hits
Yes, it does.
Because you
for
did lose
33
protection.
points of damage.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
Or 26 hits
Brother, cease.
for 36 points of damage.
That's
That
his
was 4.
5. Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
The first one was on Ruby as a legendary action.
Yeah, 5. This will be 5. Which is a 23, which hits.
Yep.
Valymr, you go down in a flurry of attacks from this Bloodlord. Can you remind me, does Hexblade's Curse fail when you go down?
Drops when I go down.
Okay. Thank you. Breton, over to you, bud. You are prone.
Yeah.
Ruby is above you. She looks a little beaten up. And you just hear the ching ching ding, the familiar sound of Valymr clunk into the ground.
Wow! Holy shit! That's
Brother, please. I'm already down. I don't need hurting again.
Am I wrong?
Emotional damage.
We've been getting lucky so far that he hasn't just downed us faster than he did. His hit points say that he is low.
Oh, I forgot his bonus action. That's fine.
Kick his ass.
I don't know if I can do enough damage to kill him, so I'm more thinking, can I get him low enough that you can? Breton is going to stand up as half his movement.
Yep.
He's going to go 5, 10, 15. He's going to stand up for Valymr's unconscious body to flank with Ruby.
Hold on, I'm moving unconscious and prone from you. 50. So you're going round him there in that, right?
Yeah, he's circling around.
Yeah. Move into the range of opportunity, but it's fine. Boom. You go over to guard Valymr's corpse. Bloodied,
I'm so
beaten.
glad you're not Scottish.
Yeah.
Bloodied and beaten. The one remaining questing knight of the Chevalier Argent, with a god sword in hand, faces off against a bloodlord of Null.
We are flanking. We have advantage. I still have the potion of heroism, so I'm still blessed.
Yep.
We're gonna cross fingers. I got 1 spell slot left.
Let's
The
fucking
smite.
go. I'll tell you what, he's not the most healthy, mainly because I just forgot my bonus action.
26 to hit.
He's going to use his reaction to parry.
Good.
Okay.
So he's deflecting that one attack.
He can parry up to ace. Okay, so he can add
He has
at least
plus
6 to
he
his
can
armor
add
class.
7 to his AC.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But just for that attack or for the rest of his turn?
That was not an advantage for some reason. I didn't click it. I'll have to roll that again.
I will check the wording. I think it's just that one attack.
A 23.
Let me check the wording if it's just that one attack.
I think it's just the attack.
I
The
think so
actual
too.
parry.
Maybe parry against one melee attack that would hit. So yeah.
We'll burn. Actually, let me double check. Do I have anything as a bonus action that might immediately come in handy right now? Aura of Life is an action to cast. Aura of Vitality is an action to cast. I don't think I even have that. I do have that prepared, yes. Right? I don't have that prepared today, so there's no point worrying about it. Yeah, we're just gonna throw the smite on this and hope for the best. Where's my?
1, I think. Didn't you say?
No, this is my last smite. Yeah, this is my last spell slot. This is a 3rd level smite, so it's this effect. Boop.
Or 3rd level. Let's go.
Yep.
Get him dead.
For 52
Yes!
points of
Yes!
damage.
Seeing
Let's
by
fucking
12.
go.
Describe to me how you cleft this bloodlord in twain.
So as he kind of stands up, picking up the blade of equilibrium, kind of stumbling around Ruby as this guy's just kind of focusing on the targets around him. He just kind of sidles into place. He doesn't have words. I think he just follows that logic of before, like when he stabbed into the oven. He just kind of like pulls the blade back, goes to swing it down, and as it's knocked away, he spins around and cuts him across the middle.
And you see projectile blood just burst from this creature, almost like he liquefies as you cut him in twain. But the blood sort of animates and like the floating blood from the other beings and corpses, and just bury and floats in the air, and begins to move towards that center beam. You have killed him, but there is still turn order required.
I don't think he sits down. I think he just kind of stands there.
No, you would say by the fact
Panting.
that the ritual hasn't finished that you are still in a dangerous scenario.
Sure. Yep.
So you should probably move before you sit down. You're big
He's not
enough
sitting
for
down.
me.
He's not going to sit down. I think he can't move. That's actually his movement. Breton just kind of sits there, kind of breathing hard. He has no bonus action for that.
Okay. He's not there to drain, but you still see those who are on the altars wince in stasis pain as the beam in the center grows brighter and brighter, even with the additional blood from the summoned lord. Uzador. Not on the map, sorry. Uzador. Is he visible to you guys?
Yeah.
No, yes.
Yeah, okay. He's looking and he's like... He shouts out, "The power is still growing!" He has 65 wounds. And then he's going to... He's got 3 spell slots left.
He's practically swimming in them compared to us.
Yeah, I've got 3 too. 3 as well. I got... I think I got a 1, a 2, and a 5.
I got nothing.
I got a 1, a 2, and a 5.
Hold on, I need to open up what his remaining...
I expelled my energy trying to get this fuck down.
He... He doesn't... Fuck, does he not have that on him right now? Okay, I'm going to try and make a dispel magic with him.
I assist, because that's also what Ruby is doing, or will be doing.
I don't know if you can assist.
We'll combine our dispel magics.
I mean, you can just give it a go in a moment.
Sure.
9. What's your modifier?
Spell magic's not a modifier.
It is if you have to make the ability check.
It is if you have to make the ability check.
Charisma.
I'm saying, what
5.
is your spell attack bonus or whatever?
Oh, spell attack bonus is 12, but...
Sorry, no, what's the modifier?
It's a +5.
It's a +5.
It's +5,
Okay.
yeah.
He has a portent roll, is the thing. And if required, I'm trying not to metagame, but he might be able to give you a portent roll if yours aren't sufficient. That might work, but I'm going to have to roll to know if he knows that's going to work or not.
Okay.
He's willing to give it a try with his last portent of the day. Uzador. He's going to move as well towards you, or actually no, he's going to go the other way and try to see about freeing some of the others, like the heir apparent, etc. He shouts out, "The spell is draining their life force. They're fading fast." Don't know why he's become German. He was not from there. Valymr, please make me a death saving throw. That's a natural.
Ooh. Oh my god.
That's a critical failure.
It's 2 death saves.
Yeah.
Valymr, I know that you're the only person who's to actually, so I can't say that Ruby's died also. I know you've died more than anyone else in this campaign, but we'd like you to trim those numbers back, not go forward with them.
One was story related, the other one was stupidity.
Yep. It's about even Stevens for a D&D player, especially on their first campaign. Yeah. Ruby, what's your move?
Hoping that Breton will take care of Valymr's issue. A very exhausted looking Ruby will extend a hand out towards the ritual site, and she is going to cast Dispel Magic, trying her hardest to dispel it. I am assuming it doesn't matter at what level I cast it, because with a 3 and a 5, it's going to be a check regardless, so I'll do it at 3rd.
Okay. Please make the check. Now, I'm going to tell you that the portent roll remaining is a 14. So, you may feel... I'm going to say you can... I will leave that open to the player. If they think that's going to be enough to dispel this if you need it for this roll.
14 plus 5 is 19. That's equivalent of a 9th level spell. So unless it's stronger than that, which...
I think you just specifically say you've used up all your sorcery points, so you don't have a way to re-roll this. So, but the call is up to you.
Can you roll first and then decide to swap if necessary? Or do you have to call it at the start?
Horton can do either.
I think
I
Horton
believe.
can be either as... basically, the effect can't have happened, if that makes sense. You need to basically call it before I narrate the next bit, basically.
Maybe roll a dice, and if it's lower than 14, swap to the 14.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Ha!
Would you like to swap to the 14?
I assuming I still have my inspiration, I'll also just say take a chance to re-roll that. Just take every
I'll
chance to
allow
try
it
and roll
because
better than that.
Because I didn't give you a question at the beginning. I will allow you to keep that inspiration from last session.
That inspiration was for making you laugh.
It was.
I think it was as
Yeah.
well, because
That
we know I do love to do that. Okay, so.
Okay.
Would you like to swap that one to a 14?
Whilst the ritual does not end, the power wanes, and you feel in the air around you, because the blood that's floating kind of flops a little bit. The light is still there, but the tethers between those who are entrapped weakens.
It's about as strong as they come, and I can't dispel this ritual.
It's almost when you move towards an apocalypse, miracles are required.
Is the blood still there, the blood coagulation?
As in, so the floating blood has kind of flopped to the floor. It's not off the ground again yet. So it's still there. It's just not magically enhanced.
Okay.
And the
That's
tethers
all
are
we
weakened.
can do.
It sounds like you feel like you've bought yourself quite a bit more time.
Please hurry.
Breton, to you.
The ritual's been slowed. If I don't get Valymr up, though, it's entirely possible he just dies. So, do we save the world, or do we save Valymr?
I can save Valymr later.
Not before Valymr has a turn and possibly dies.
Yeah,
I think she means resurrection.
I could bring Valymr back.
That's assuming magic works at that point. Oh, that is such a moral dilemma. Does Breton save Valymr, or does Breton save any of these other people, hoping that saves the world? Breton's already done his dumb deed for the day, but getting Valymr up also doubles the number of chances we have to save these people. So Breton is going to use his action to lay on hands to Valymr for 20 points of healing.
And because this is part of you fulfilling your oath, it goes through all 20. At least whilst the sword is out. Might be a subtle thing about you wielding the sword in the defense of the world.
Good news. You are not dead. Bad news. The world is still ending. So that's sort of a temporary solution. Get up. And Breton is just gonna hold on his hand to pull him to his feet.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because of how strong Breton is, do I move some squares? Because
I think a second potatoes.
None of your movement gets used. You are you lift off the ground slightly, land on your feet. You are up, it's like a dad pulling a toddler off of the ground. There's a little bit of a swing to it. You've got that momentum, but you're up. You're feeling fine.
All right.
I'll remove unconscious. I'll move unconscious and prone.
I'm removing hex blades as well.
And I need to mark off 20 points lay on hands.
It's the sound of the beam. A little bit of a rhythmic drumming to it. Calling.
Actually, on his turn, Breton's gonna call out. They're getting weaker. Can you? Fuck, I don't know. Is it more important that we keep them alive, or that we just stop power to the ritual?
Disconnect them. Take them off the circle.
If we get healing into them so that they last just a little bit longer, do we think that's going to prevent them from feeding into the ritual more efficiently?
I will let you... you've been here the longest. You've also freed someone already.
Uh-huh.
Give me...
Would you allow a religion check for this instead of Arcana?
I was going to say straight intelligence. But...
I mean, if that's the check, that's the check. That's what I'll roll.
I would say this is intelligence. Because of your oath, I will allow you to add your proficiency.
Okay, so this will be initially the same as a religion check.
Okay.
That is it. For those keeping track at home, my ability checks have been 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, and now a 10.
6, 6,
really,
6
really testing the D20 tonight. That's a 16.
A 666 when you're facing the apocalypse as well. That's an omen right there.
Yeah.
So you noticed when you disconnected the individual that the power and the light sort of flickered and waned. You definitely see that it's drawing from their life force as well. So you think the apt way to cancel this is removal of the individuals that are entrapped and ensnared.
So healing them is not going to prolong how
if
long
anything,
this
that
ritual
might
is.
empower
it might just it just gives them more power to steal. That's good enough. It went to a really dark place too, because then Brett immediately realized, so then if we just start killing these people, is that going to cut the ritual short?
That was my thought too.
But Breton, I don't think Breton's willing to take that step. So yeah, that is Breton's turn. He has helped Valymr up. He's used his action.
The Lord of Undeath cares about their pulse. He might do.
Yeah, that's Breton's turn, so whoever's next.
Okay. Because it has been delayed, no health points are taken this turn. Zedaar. Not very strong. But...
Fat magics.
Does have a spell slot to get this out. You see a giant hand appear.
Hey.
And begin to try to pull one of the individuals free from the magical bonds. I need to look up the strength of Bigby's giant hand.
It's a 28. It's a +7.
Yeah.
Bet you knew that off the top of your fucking head.
I love Bigby's hand.
It's a
I think it also
great
gets
spell.
advantage on checks to interact with anything smaller, any creature smaller than it. So it is up to your discretion whether or not they would have advantage to pull them free.
You know what? You
I
need
love
all the
Bigby's
help.
hand.
That's a 25, which is the frickin' DC. Let's go.
25 is the DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind, like, Breton wrenched the slab off the ground. He didn't pull the person free.
Which is essentially what happens over here as well. He
Okay,
saves the
so
crown prince, the prince-elect, freeing him, pulls him aside, and just is, my lord, please run, as he controls the giant hand.
There's a massive horde of undead zombies are above us right now. I don't know if that's such a good idea, but
True. But
get to the end of the hallway first.
Get out of the chamber. Okay. Valymr.
Who are the two dudes near me?
You have the lady who's the master of ships, Baroness Purr.
Yeah.
And a noble I don't think you've met.
Okay. And
I think
I might have seen the 34. I don't think I'd have seen 5 because when I bounced in, I was right next to 34. So could I
34
know
was
who that one is?
the 34 was gone, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, 34 was the king of...
That's Lord Elise. Lord Elise. Oh no,
Lord
Noble
Elise.
4 is 34 isn't called 34. It's basically that was where I was typing some HP and accidentally typed in their head. Let me just go through and name the ones that you've got named, Charles.
Fair.
I think Brighton would mention too, killing them is not the way. Killing them is just going to hasten the process.
The fact you felt the need to tell me this, what do you take me for?
I take you for an individual who tries to act practically and the fastest way to achieve a situation. And stabbing them is a lot faster than trying to pull these stones free.
I will admit, the thought did cross my mind.
Like, I've got a few different ideas. The issue is, it doesn't matter what idea I use, it's only going to get them one person at a time. Like,
Sorry, I'm just getting my my list. Oh, Gaunt. That's it.
Lordalise, Baroness per Dantha Black Air, and Lord Gaunt. Alright, well. As I'm up now, I got a wrench to my feet. My arm is hurting more than the wounds in me because my shoulder just got dislocated. What happens if I put the blade of my glaive into the beam that is between portal bullshit and the King of Lordalise?
You've seen, because you've actually moved through those. Lordalise is gone. He should be. Oh,
yes.
Lordalise is the one right next to me.
Oops.
no, he
Sorry.
he fled.
He fled.
Okay, bye-bye, Lordalise.
Lordalise
That was the first one I freed, and he's like, "Oh, we should flee. Oh, you're not fleeing? I'm gonna go get help," and just fucking ran.
Weak. Where's the help then, Lordalise?
So this is Yorick.
I think the issue is that there wasn't any help.
They're all dead.
Yeah, so
As we go out and
so
he has
you've been
eaten by
moving freely through the beams in this combat.
Okay.
You know they're essentially an ether. You feel a little bit when you go through them, but that's about it. That you can't seem to interact with.
My magical blade that is currently blessed by
nothing.
Caphriel
Because
does
you've
nothing.
also
Okay.
gone through them like with combat maneuvers. Like, if so, you would have. It would have been like a head or tail or strike.
I'm gonna flip the glaive, so I'm using the butt end, and I'm going to try and jam it underneath Lord Yorick, and then use that as a wrench, like a lever bullshit, to try and like fucking launch, like get him off, and roll him off the pedestal thing. Because I'm not strong, but you know, lots of levers and shit. That's a long ass glaive, and you know, I feel like probably get some pretty good leverage.
You can try, but this will be a higher DC than destroying the stones.
For real?
Yeah. Because the resistance point is a human body.
I'm gonna hit the stone.
Good idea.
Alright, fair enough.
So if you're attacking them, they have a resistance of 10 and have 20 HP, or a DC 25 athletics will strength push them over.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I'm going to go for. I'm just going to hit the thing.
Okay.
I have zero ability to strengthness. Alright. So, how much HP do you say it had?
So they have a resistance of 10 and an HP of 20. So essentially,
Resistance to what kind of damage?
So
I think what he means is they have they basically just reduce whatever damage they take by 10.
yeah.
Yeah, is that all? What about if I used force damage? Do you reckon, would that be also the same?
I would say it would reduce it less. So I'd say maybe they'd resist 5 instead.
I'm gonna throw 3
I would
Eldritch
say
Blasts.
I would say it
at
has a
the
weakness to it,
thing.
but it would still resist.
Okay, I'm gonna throw 3 Eldritch Blasts at
Yeah, go for it.
pedestal underneath Yorick.
You realize that if none of those break 10, it does no damage, right?
Break 5
Yeah,
because it's force damage. But yes.
But I also don't have the ability to do enough damage with the...
He's not Stroganoff.
Yeah.
He's merely pasta.
Alright, well, to hit, it's not moving, so I assume the AC is pretty low.
AC is 10.
Okay, that's 21 to hit.
Roll damage.
That's 23 to hit.
Roll damage first.
and
Roll damage. Roll damage first.
Okay.
In case
Alright.
you have another shot to shoot somewhere else.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, first damage is 15 minus
So it
5.
takes 10, it's on half HP. This is exactly why I said this.
And then 8. So
It has 2 8.
3.
It has 3 go. So yeah, 3
It
goes.
takes 3
through.
damage.
Yeah. So it's currently, what, 7 health left?
It has 7. You would need to roll a 12 or higher.
So I need a 7 on the d10.
Yep.
Another 3 damage.
Okay. Can't do it. Can you do anything else, Valymr?
Bonus action cry.
Crying is a free action.
Oh,
Cat being real cute right now.
But Luna is an absolute nightmare to some other cats, but she is an absolute sweetheart with people that she likes.
Right, getting free stream points by putting Luna on stream. Oh, what a cutie!
You want to say hi to everybody?
What a cutie!
Come on, come here. You can listen here. I'm not.
Yeah, I got no spell slots or anything left. to do anything of
Hey,
anything.
there she goes. What a
He's
lady.
an affectionate girl.
Oh, so's my George
Yeah,
these
no,
days.
that,
All right,
that is unfortunately my turn.
so that one is now on
2 HP.
It took 10, 3, and 3.
the 4
So
HP.
4 HP.
Okay. Ruby, it's your go, friend.
I hope you have something clever, because I'm going to try something stupid on my turn.
Go on. Let's go on your spot. Ruby is going to go for broke. Last spell slot I have. We're going to throw a 5th level Dispel Magic on this thing.
Okay.
It makes no difference to the modifier at the end, but she is going to try to buy her friend's time.
Your DC
That
is
is
That's a win 2 in this book, yeah.
okay. The break.
We still have the portent, right? So at the very least, we can guarantee it gives us 1 round.
Exactly.
Uses a round.
I will tell
Yeah.
you,
Roll a 20 though.
just to roll the stakes a bit higher. I'll tell you what you
Don't
need.
them any higher.
I'll tell you what you need to stop the beam entirely.
I was thinking there, I thought you were gonna say, you know what? Why don't we take Brennan Mulligan's rolling with emphasis?
Oh, that's already in. Remember, I put that in like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks.
Yeah,
ago.
you're the I didn't remember where I learned that from, but I guess that is yeah.
Yeah.
It's like roll twice and just take whichever number is more extreme.
Yep. I love that roll. That is an option. You can roll with emphasis. The DC required here is 25 to break it completely.
So you have to
I
hit
need
a
a
natural
natural
20.
20.
Yeah.
To stop the ritual.
Yes, you do.
But at the very least, you can halt it for another round, which
And I will say,
is also
19
invaluable.
is 1 round. 20 is 2. 21 is 3. 22 is 4.
25 is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I roll for emphasis, can I still get the portent as a backup?
How benevolent am I feeling?
I was gonna say that's a question, Midge.
How benevolent am I feeling?
Yeah, pretty benevolent, I'd say.
Let me put the emphasis on this for Ruby then. This has been something of a fucking day, to say the very least. That and the fact that they ran into, the gods. She has been around and fought these bastards basically since the beginning.
So-
and
Yeah. The way that rolling with emphasis works, according to the rules put out, it is your DM considers the ability check not by a DC, but by the quality of the roll. So we would technically be getting rid of that 25 DC in favor of the emphasis. You have neither advantage nor disadvantage on the check or that you're doing it for. The situation is that either success or failure are the only two outcomes. So there, by that, I would say...
If you roll poorly, this could get worse real fast.
Yes. And I would say like, the thing is about it is, yes, no, you wouldn't be able to use the portent with that because these are the only two outcomes. You're essentially putting your role in the hands of fate in its most truest form. And as a reminder to everyone how this works, basically, if you it's the furthest number away from 10. If you roll the exact same, we re-roll. And we go with whatever the furthest away from 10 is, highest or lowest. The greater success, the greater the failure.
So what do you need then, like, to start? Is it basically above a 10 we win, below a 10 we lose?
There is no need. It is pass-fail. If you roll a 12 and a 9, the 12 means we succeed. But if you roll an 8 and an 11, we fail. Period. And this just gets into the worst possible scenario.
Yes. And the degrees of how successful declare how this goes.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
We have the guaranteed portent to kill this thing for one turn. Next turn, emphasis might be the play. But give us another turn to get some more people off these things.
But that point, it also says we do have a portent for one turn. You could also just roll this check. You could get that 20 and not need to roll for the emphasis this round.
Yep.
Like, we have technically a safe round that you could just push this farther and try and put away. Like, you might roll a natural 18 and put this away for 3 rounds.
I think, yeah. Like, that emphasis, that's got to be, like, last chance saloon. Like, we win or we lose.
This is my last spell slot.
Yeah, but if we can get the people out of here, theoretically, we can solve it another way. Like, we're also trying to buy time. But I get what you mean, because if this is your last spell slot, we don't have another chance to dispel it. Fair enough.
I will say, Zedaar has 1 spell slot, and he does have a potion of spell slot. Do you remember the one that I gave you before? He has got another one of those. He has an emergency one of those. So I could be benevolent enough to have Zedaar give you a final spell slot.
I mean, I already have one. This is the.
Yeah, as in
one more.
Yeah. All right. We'll play it. This is going very contrary to Ruby. I just want y'all to know, she is the reckless caster. It's in the fucking title.
Look,
listen.
You and Breton,
between the two of them, Breton is the one that maintains order. Ruby is the one that embraces the chaos. Breton has already done the chaos for the day. Ruby has to, like, we can't both be the chaos people.
And you're in the presence of someone who's really
instead of good cop, bad cop, you're order cop, chaos cop. Is that what I'm getting with this campaign?
Like the dynamic between these two has always been Ruby is the one who takes the chances and does the crazy things, and Breton is the one who keeps things leveled. Breton is the one who escalated the situation. Ruby can also be like, I like that. Let's continue escalating the situation.
She finally goes, now he gets it.
Okay.
Chaos.
Okay, so what are you doing, Ruby?
That is definitely a question. And I wish I could say I want to think on it, but you're probably not going to give me the time to do that.
We've been sitting here for 15 minutes already.
I know.
Beware the smiling DM.
Okay. I will do my last spell slot and not to go crazy this time.
Okay. Give me that.
I so want you to just roll a natural 20
if you
and
get
do
this
it
natural
anyways.
20,
I would love to
this
see
will be
that.
one of the moments of the campaign. A 19.
I am not looking.
It is the 14, the same as the portent roll.
So what we're learning is, oh fuck, I've already forgot his name. Uzador.
Yep.
He saw her doing this over and over, and like she's following fate too well.
How many times did we succeed? 1.
Let's hope it's this one.
Okay. You
What did I
save
get? A 14? Another 4? Oh my god, I got
It's another 19.
No other roll would have been as funny. None of them.
So you
The
stave off.
good news is, he still has a portent.
You stave off another turn. You stave off another turn.
She will reach out. Uzdor, give me your potion.
Yeah, he's gonna on his turn. He'll run over to you, give it to you. So that'll be next turn.
What spell level does it go up to?
You can choose up to a 5th.
Alright.
He's okay.
Tastes like ass though. They don't taste good. Breton, to you, bud. Because I don't think Ruby, you've got anything else you want to do you? Ruby? No. Okay.
I think she can really. She's not an athletic person,
Breton.
So Breton is really fucking strong, and he's shown that he can rip one of these stones out.
Yep.
It's like a 50-50 chance for him to do it. Breton's going to try something else because there's a thing that he has access to. Valymr's attacking that guy. So and Lord Elendor has already been freed. So that leaves Lord Gaunt, Danthor Black, and the Baroness Purr to be helped here. The Bigby's hand is right next to Lord Gaunt. Breton is going to make his... Actually, no, Ruby's doing the thing. Breton's going to make his way up towards Baroness Purr, and he is just going to reach out and basically grab her arms, but rather than try and pull her free, he is going to use an ability Paladins get called Cleansing Touch, which is essentially you touch a willing creature, and you can end one spell affecting it to try and pull her out of this ritual.
Holy shit. Yes, that absolutely works.
Yeah.
That absolutely works. You free Baroness
issue is,
Purr.
it takes my action to do that, so I can only do one around.
Baroness Purr is free. And she's gonna take...
With this extra movement, I don't want to get I don't want to get in Valymr's way, but Breton will move back over to here so he can get towards the other people in case he needs to.
Yeah, remember the big beam in the very center.
Yep.
Okay, Baroness Purr is gonna start running.
I can do that 3 times a day, so I get 2 more of those. As if we can last 2 more rounds.
Trying to get by you guys, though.
4,
Excuse me.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Baroness Purr and the heir make it out this turn.
Trying my best to give you guys all the time I can.
Right, it is Uzador. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just in range to grab and give it to you. He gives you the potion. You chug it down. Again, tastes like ass and lemongrass. It's not a good taste. But you can choose up to 1 spell slot, up to 5th, to rejuvenate.
Might as well get my 5th back.
He has 1/4 left. He can dimension door someone away. But he's also concentrating on the hand right now. It's concentration.
It is concentration.
Yeah. So he's going to send the hand to grab... Who would you prefer him to go for, Gaunt or Danthor Black? Danthor Black you have not met.
I'd say Gaunt, mostly because it's the furthest one away from us all.
They're the same distance from us.
Oh, okay.
We can reach both of them with movement.
One's got
I
a
think
big beam of bullshit in the way.
I'm sure Uzador has his own opinions about which of these 2 people he would save, so...
Sure.
Don't put that moral choice on us. We want to see which one you like more.
He goes on freeze Danthor Black.
Sure.
So you're now freed. That's his turn. Valymr.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the doodad beneath Yorick.
Go. Need to do 4 damage to it. So roll these 1 damage at a time, just in case you've got more.
It hits.
It hits. Roll damage.
I need to roll over a 4 on this dice.
Yes, you do.
Or a 4
4
or
and up.
more will
4 and
do
up. 4 and up.
Done. All right.
Shatters, freeing. Who is this? Yorick.
Yorick.
We know him well.
Second, 2 more at the one beneath Danthor.
Danthor's free. It's just
Lord Gaun's all that's left.
Well, yeah. I will move
that hits.
to and then do the blast and then damage. That is 7 damage.
7 damage. So you need to do 13.
You would have to crit.
You have to crit.
Well, bro, imagine if that was a crit. We do a further
1 damage. Okay.
Hey,
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Ruby. What would you like to do, friend?
We only have one person that is needing to be freed now. We could just get 1 extra turn, and then Breton's got that healing handy freaking get up thing that he does.
Get everybody out of here. I'm gonna try one last time.
Let me guess. They're gonna hold you. You're going to see if once we've gotten them free, if you could still just send this away.
She smiles some.
Ruby, make me an Arcana check.
$22.
Looking at the vortex in front of you, you don't know that if you take a moment of reprieve here, outside of trying to stabilize this for 1 turn, that you will have another turn. As there is only 1 person to siphon remaining.
And I get the impression that if this siphon were to suddenly vanish, the whole thing would be ended, or
unstable. At the very least. You've never seen this magic before. This is ancient. This is from before the Green and Pleasant Day. This is like nothing you've ever seen. Sometimes felt similar, but this is...
In her defense, her magic is older than that too.
Exact. It's like one of those things of game recognizing game.
Yeah.
Either you roll high and delay this for as long as possible, or you take an extreme chance. Those feel like your options. Doing nothing this turn would be risky.
So up until now, again, table talking this.
Yep.
The siphon has happened between rounds.
Yep.
So theoretically, Ruby could she hold her action till after Breton acts to decide what to do?
She could hold her action until technically at latest after Sir Yorick.
Okay. So if you wanted to try and dispel this properly, you could wait for Breton to try and free Lord Gaunt to see what happens, or if that might make it easier for you to finally get rid of this fucking thing. if we even still need to at that point.
The dispel magic is being cast, but she's holding it.
Okay, you're holding your action.
Until Breton does what he's going to do.
Okay.
Well, there's only one person left, so Breton is going to run around the circle.
What about Dan or Black down there?
He's been freed.
He's been freed already. Yeah. He is going to use another use of his cleansing touch in order to free Lord Gaunt.
Cool. You can do so. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of his turn, yes.
Purrs out.
Guaranteed a 19.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15,
Let's be honest, you gotta roll 14
25,
again.
30. Alexander's out. King Lord Lee is out. Gone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 30, 35, 40, 45. He doesn't quite get out because he had to get up from prone. Okay. So, this is as delayed as we can get. You can roll.
Beam still there.
Huh?
Is the beam still there?
Yes. It is flickering. It doesn't look like this is dispelling it, only ending the cast. Its strength is reduced slightly. You can either try to dispel it manually, like with a roll. You can, or in the same vein, try to delay it. Same with the portent roll. However, if you want to roll with emphasis, to try and complete this easier, you could do so, but you would not be able to use the portents. And whatever happens, happens with the roll with emphasis. Ruby, the choice is yours. You are the only one who can act right now.
Let's risk it for the biscuit.
You're rolling with emphasis?
Yes.
Okay.
2d20?
I need you to roll 2d20s. We will take whichever one is furthest away from 10.
Here we go. 10! 3.
Critical failure. Okay. You down the potion of that invigorates your spell. You hold until the very last moment in a flicker of this virulent bloodstorm. You send your dispel magic, and it is only just absorbed in the light of the beam. The beam widens, and she shoots a now completed but unstable blast upwards through into the ceiling above. While it was conical cone, that cone has just gone out. Valymr, I need a dexterity saving throw from you because you are near that secondary circle. You're within 5 feet of it.
25.
Okay. You take 20 lightning halved because you saved. So 10 lightning damage. As a bolt nicks you.
Fun. How much damage do I take?
10, I said.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it. Okay, I'm still alive. Thank you, Breton, for putting more than just 1 HP in me.
Ruby, I need you to make that dex save as well. Sorry, you're also within a 5 foot. You're within 5 foot of a square that has the secondary circle in it.
19.
You also save, so you take that 10 lightning as well. But this beam just continues up to the sky, now turning into a whirling vortex. You see the actual floor above you begin to be ripped away. The ceiling and the conical cone, like a twister, starts to rip through the sept above, turning it, lifting it from the ground. But the further it gets away, you can see with your vision, Valymr, you can't. You see with your vision, the stones begin to slow and arc, and in the clouds above, you see it, the outline of wings that span a horizon line. As red lightning ripples through the sky, and you see shadows, creatures, miles above begin to rain down from the heavens as a gate opens.
Shit.
It is Uzador's turn.
Midge.
Yeah.
Does the effect that Ruby's father have still reside within her now that she has Caloris?
You are not, since reforming your soul, you are not prone to the worst of that outcome. Okay. So you don't, if I'm picking up what you're putting down, I don't think so. As the aspect has already been thrown away. You've dealt with the aspect. That's gone. You put that to bed in Atria. Which is, funny enough, the fight that we were talking about earlier in the old denizen of the Worm's house, where you asked about the can you crush it? Does the double damage apply to multiple? It's Uzador's turn. He's like,
my belt of gating. Why is nobody here yet?
Uzador.
Not opening the gate here. It's opening. Like, this is the sword to the point. It's opening the gate up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
No, I sent the alert out on my belt. And nobody has shown up yet.
It could be the castle is warded from people teleporting in.
Yeah,
We did not. You found one lodestone. Presumably there might be more.
And I destroyed it. That would let people in.
I believe the alert only goes to members of the Skyfire. And to the
Iron Duke.
Iron Duke, yeah. Which is another reason why you guys knew about this. Uzador looks at you and looks at everybody and just says, I can get to the High King. I can get one of us there right now. I have one spell slot remaining to get there.
Go.
He looks at all of you. I'm going to wait for the confirm on, for his action.
I think probably do need to get back to the king.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay here much longer. This
Yeah.
is not going to get better.
It's hell above us, isn't it? Or the abyss.
Might be.
Someone tell me what it looks like. Actually, don't. I don't want to know.
It looks an anus in the sky, a sphincter, if one might even say.
Oh shit!
So-
One of those.
Are we tepidly out of initiative or what?
Tepidly out of initiative.
The first thing that Breton is going to do is he is going to dump the remaining 50. He's not remaining. He's going to dump 50 points of lay enhance into himself.
That would have been nice last turn.
You do so.
To heal himself up a good chunk.
As you notice, like the rest of the tornado, as it picks up, it actually starts to leave the ground here, like it's going to the sky. So it's like leaving this room, like as time goes on, slightly. It's like beginning to. It's not staying connected to the ground here.
Yeah, I think we need to get back.
Damn it.
I'm gonna put some lay on hands on myself as well.
There goes Breton's really dumb
think
idea.
I have 30 left.
What's Breton's really dumb idea?
Share your dumb idea for the class. Thank you.
So they're opening the gate to let them through. This is ancient magic. Some might even argue this is the might of Null. My desperate ploy here. What if we break one of the seals?
The final one. Oh my god.
No. Sorry, rephrase that. What if we try to reforge a seal by breaking the blade?
Didn't we know that it was gonna be more than just?
I understand what Breton was putting down.
I do too.
Are you gonna try and snap the sword over your knee? I
It
don't
needed
think
a
that's enough.
crazy ritual from another group to break it. We don't know the ritual.
Listen, things are looking pretty desperate right now. I'm trying to think of anything that might stick. And Breton will pull out the box of Cosmium. We've got Cosmium. We've got a seal that needs to be reforged by breaking the blade. And we gotta have the might of what I assume is a deity here to try and do that.
I've got nothing. This is on you.
But with the tornado going upwards, I don't think we have access to that source of power anymore.
I can carry you.
I have no idea if this is even the right call.
It's
This
going-
might make everything worse.
Just Ruby's hand just saying, I made it.
Oh, you tried. You didn't make it worse. You tried to stop the inevitable. And just because the inevitable happened, doesn't mean you did anything. Well, you know what I mean.
We need to get out of Breton. We need to get out of here. We need to go and regroup.
Can you fly Breton out of the hole?
I can lift him up. Flying him is a different story.
I don't think
maybe
you'd be able to carry
Usador
him.
can take Breton and you can fly me up. I'm probably about a fifth the weight of Breton. Especially with all my blood on the fucking floor.
You're definitely a couple of liters lighter.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. You're out of initiative. The spiral is like going up as well. It's like, and it's like being absorbed into the clouds.
If you can fly me up, then maybe he takes Breton. That'd be the easiest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usador grabs you, Breton, and you you disapparate into like where you set up that stall in front of the door of the chamber.
Damn it.
Usador looks at this. It is a blow, but there is a lot of hope. King is alive. Saved as many as we could. This isn't
But
over.
the people we just sent out of that way, maybe question.
Yes.
Because I was just looking at my inventory for a potion of healing.
Yes.
I have in my inventory a ring of haste. Do you remember where I got that? If I still have that?
I made it for you.
You made it for me.
Zep did, but I gave him the spell.
Right, okay.
And it does require attunement.
You'd need to attune to it.
You need to attune to it. Okay, never mind. I don't think I have. I mean, I've got an attunement slot, but I don't. It's not. I don't.
You can short rest that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've also got so many items you need to long rest. At some point, you've got a load of unidentified items in your inventory that you haven't been through yet.
Oh, speaking of, blood prick that we just murdered. What happened to his body when he died?
Turned into blood.
Turned into blood. All his weapon as well.
Yeah.
Turned into blood. Fair
All
enough.
blood.
I'm going to take a vial of that blood. If I
Grim,
can.
but okay.
If it's mixed with my own, but yeah, just in case it comes in handy.
Fair. Totally fine. You can do so. You can race after the people that have escaped. Those wounded
That's what I was
guys.
thinking.
Okay. Is that what you're going?
Yeah.
I will say, for the sake of brevity, everyone, the people that you can gather from the ritual, you can get them to the castle pretty much no problem, because you, as a collective, are stronger than the zombie horde. A lot of the things that you guys have done manage to really limit how strong they got in this.
Yeah.
In this scenario.
All right. Here's my suggestion then. One of us gets bamfed up to King with Zedaar.
Already happened.
The other two
that already happened.
make sure those fuckers are safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get them to them.
If that's already happened, then I'll go and make sure the people who ran out the corridor are safe.
Yep, they're fine. Are you going to take them to the Palace of the Plains, or are you going to try and get them to the central defense?
I'll get them to the Palace of the Plains and then say to the air, follow me, and we're going up to the keep.
Okay, so drop off the majority of the Palace of the Plains, take the air with you. Okay.
Yeah. Because you might have been in a ritual. I don't know if you were there by choice. I trust this guy, don't trust you. Nothing personal. I'm not going to say that, but that's internal.
That's fine. When you get to the Palace of the Plains, Philip Levert informs you that he was getting ready to take the survivors to the main keep anyway.
Okay.
The King of Othray has passed on.
Ah, tits.
Where's Alistair?
Alistair was yanked from him.
Yep. He has ceremonially wrapped the King of Othray's sword, and the Queen of Othray or Queen Consort of Othray is holding that. But they are getting ready to make it to the main castle, and they were about to try and fight their way through the tunnels to get there. But if you want to go a more direct route across the courtyard, you can.
Which would be the safer route?
By the time you get out of the tunnels, out of the exploded cathedral in the center, you think it's probably fine to get across the courtyard and up through.
Okay.
But there's chaos everywhere. Like, you hear as well the din of screaming and everything in the city. You look up, you see those like proboscis creatures from when you were on the plains, from the abyss. You see denizens of the beyond starting to flood this plain. You don't, however, see anything that you would say is more than, say, a foot soldier. There's no... If you look to the sky and you spend a moment seeing the almost explosion-like damage in the clouds above, it's not like Null himself has returned. But certainly a great summoning has happened. You all take a moment to recall your knowledge. As long as there is a seal intact, none of them from the beyond can break through. Unless they all do.
While
Sure.
But they're...
Noel didn't go with them. Noel was killed. He didn't go past the seal that... He's not locked by the seals. He's just fucking dead. That's what we can imagine.
Yeah. So the others, and Null hasn't been resurrected, as far as you can tell. You feel like you'd know. Put it that way.
That dragon, I'm guessing we know the name of that dragon. I think that might be what we call Zethacris, the big daddy obsidian evil dragon of. Yeah.
Those were the wings. I was thinking like Black Angel wings.
No, I think Zethacris being the
it.
herald of Null. I think that's. No, I remember the Crystal Dragons. It's been a while since that. It's been the summit since those came up. But no, I remember Big Daddy Zethacris is the leader of those dragons.
Do you remember the very description I gave the first time you guys saw Zethacris? Bursting it over into the
void dragon that made.
That was when we were flying over the sea.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't we? Wasn't that the dragon that we killed at the second summit?
No,
that was
the one we killed at the second summit was.
You have not seen the BBEG since you saw him that one time, and he almost killed Zedaar because she looked at him.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as you all regroup,
we killed Xenopharius. The one we killed at the summit was Zeomnanth.
Yes,
Zeomnanth. We have Zethacris as the Obsidian leader. We have not encountered Zeosug. We have not encountered Zintistios. Those are the three. We have not encountered the other two. Zethacris is the leader though, and that's the one that we have seen flicker once over the ocean, and assumingly just now.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. But as the survivors, all 20-ish left of you, regroup in the palace. We're going to end tonight's session there. So all I've got left to do is to thank those who have joined me. Thank you to Bethany Rose, to DM Lake, and Lord Lambert. I've been Midgeman, and this has been the Elendor Chronicles, brought to you by the Component Cast, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Toodaloo.